Hey man, let them know a fucking podcast they tune into right now. Who's running that shit? Let's go.
Hours of chaos with Don Chaos. The 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 hours of chaos. Jugs in this bitch, no jug shit. Karma King, Don Chaos, never switch. From Denver to D-Town, his name carries weight clouds. From all around, know that he put it down. Like an OG, just know he stays down. Eating phony jugs, covered up in steak sauce, that's how we stay. On the hours of chaos.
Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy, Don Chaos. Hit that like button, smash, subscribe.
Let's get weird. Say your prayers, check the mic. Got my notes, we're live tonight. Cameras rolling, chats on fire. Super chats taking me up higher. Yo, what's up? Let's break it down. Crazy theories all around. Conspiracy, some rap reviews and interviews with sketchy dudes.
Enter podcast.
Mic is hot, stream won't crash.
Stream won't crash.
Clickbait title, thumbnails rad. Tell your mom, tell your dad.
Tell your dad, tell your dad.
Wi-Fi strong, let's go in deep. Did Bigfoot take my Uber Eats? Aliens, ghostly vibes, or just some guy who's dead inside? Late night talks about rapping clowns. Don Chaos, don't mess around. If tech goes bad, then I might rage. But hey, like, comment, share this page.
Enter podcast.
Mic is hot, stream won't crash. Clickbait title, thumbnails red. Tell your mom, tell your dad.
Tell your dad, tell your dad.
Shout out to the chat, y'all are wild tonight. Yo, who's trolling? Mods, get them out of here. What up, Evan? It's your boy Don Chaos. We live, we roll. Hit that subscribe button or get the hell out. Wake your ass up, grab a drink. It's podcast time. What you think? Talking madness, going deep. Who stole my goddamn sleep? Clickbait title, views go high. UFOs and cryptids fly. Was Tupac clone, did Elvis die? Let's debate, don't ask me why. Enter pause. Whoa! Livestream strong, Wi-Fi last. Tech goes crazy, I might crash. Still won't stop, kiss my ass. Juggalos, rap reviews, conspiracies, I swear are true. Aliens hacked my phone last night. Now my fridge plays Megalite. A live chat poppin', what's the tea? Super chats and cash to me. One dude spamming, he's gone for life. Mods delete, block on sight.
Enter podcast.
Woo! Mic's on fire, stream won't lag. Clickbait title, thumbnails mad. Tell your mom, tell your dad.
Tell your dad, tell your dad.
Oh damn, we got a gust in the house. Yo, what's up with the Illuminati? Did Bigfoot steal the moon? Did Bigfoot steal the moon? Did Bigfoot steal the moon? Hangs your podcast. Live tab poppin', what's the D? Super chat sending cash to me. One dude spamming, he's gone for life. Mods delete, block on smite. Hangs your podcast. Mic's on fire, stream won't lag. Clickbait title, thumbnails mad. Tell your mom, tell your dad. Tell your dad. Tell your dad. Oh damn, we got a gust in the house. Yo, what's up with the Illuminati? Did Bigfoot steal the moon? Did Bigfoot steal the moon?
see this one.
Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is amongst the hardest working. That goes without saying.
Definitely shout out to Don Chaos. Much love to Carnival Spirits.
Shout out to you, Don Chaos. You've been putting in work, bro. Respect.
Congrats to Don Chaos for 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop.
Keep it going, man.
Congratulations, Don Chaos. Yes, keep it going, man. Good luck to you, fucking Don Chaos. And fucking hell yeah on your 1,000 fucking followers.
Yeah, you know who it is. Ouija Mac, bitch. Shout out to Carnival Spirits. And fucking shout out to Don Chaos one time. You know what's going on.
This is my brother. Don Chaos and Brother Lynch on here.
Yeah, and Carnival Spirits. What's up, man? Don Chaos. What's up? It's your boy Brother Lynch, and we out here tonight. Let's go.
Fuego Flames and my nigga Don Chaos. What's going on, B? It's my brother right here. It's my boy. Excuse the left, excuse the left.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Don Chaos, and I'm with a very legendary man. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean. Yeah, we at the gathering, y'all.
Radio show of the year. This one's always controversial. Coming in number one, we got Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, congratulations, man. Don Chaos, Hours of Chaos.
Yep. Oh. Yeah. Yep. Oh. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
You'd be surprised how many people are watching your page daily, making sure not to like nothing of yours. Just monitoring, trying to keep tabs on you to see if you progressing or if you fell off yet. Y'all some freaking weirdos.
Yo, what is good, everyone? Welcome back to the Hours of Chaos podcast. This is your host, the one and only Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S, your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know, and if you still don't know, well, then it sucks to be you. So, what is good, everyone? We are back. We are on episode 295, y'all. So, 96, 97, 98, 99. We have 5 more episodes until we are on the 300th episode of this show. That is insane. I see everyone in the chat. So, what's up, everyone? You guys know what we do on here. We talk about some news. Apparently, a lot of stuff has been happening. So I haven't been able to cover a lot of topics. So if you guys have any topics that you guys want me to talk about tonight, make sure you let me know in the chat. Also, if you have actual questions for our guests pertaining to our guests tonight, make sure you ask them in the chat, and I'll try to get to them when I can. So mods, help me out with that. So yeah, without further ado, this has been a long time coming. I've known this individual for years. So the time came for this person to show up. He recently was featured in That Shit Trash, That Shit Fire competition by the homies MUJ. He is a proud member of the Chaos crew, also the Cult of Chaos crew. Please welcome, making his debut here on the Hours of Chaos podcast, my homie, your homie, the one and only Sizz Nasty. Brr. What's up, man?
What's good? What's good? What's poppin', dog?
What's good? Look at those guns, y'all. Show those guns again.
What's poppin'? Good to be on here, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Hell yeah. And I know we've talked for years about bringing you on here. I know we've even talked many times at the gathering, so I guess everything just happens for a reason.
Yeah, everything in its perfect time, Brody. That's what I would say. Everything in its perfect time.
And I don't want to show up neither, y'all, but let's just say for the last few years, when I came back from Florida, I looked rough. And I don't want to show off, y'all, but look at me now. Look at this.
Yeah, looking good, man. Looking good.
So yeah, welcome to the show. Of course, you know how the show goes. Give a brief introduction, who you are, where you're from, and then yeah, we will ask with the questions.
Hey, Don, I don't know if you can share it in the StreamYard, the main screen, because I just got a white screen, but I do see the chat in there. So, and I'm also on the phone, so it's all gravy if you can't. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the chat on my screen too, so I'll keep track of everything.
All right, word up. Hells yeah, good to be here, man. Hours of Chaos, finally. Finally, Sizz has made his entrance into the Hours of Chaos.
Yeah, and I think you're almost like a day oneer for the Hours of Chaos podcast. Like, I think you've been watching since I started it 9 years ago.
Been a grip, man. Been about it. Much love. How have you been doing, Brody?
I have been doing great. You know, life is good. That's all we can ask for.
Hells yeah, I'm upright, man. I'm upright and breathing, man. It's a good day.
Exactly, because life is too short. You just got to enjoy life, but you got to enjoy life in the smart way.
That's right.
So yeah, give a brief introduction.
And you got to be smart about it, you know, have your fun, hoss around, but be smart as well, man. You got to keep your wits about you. Make your good moves, your smart moves.
Exactly. So yeah, give a brief introduction, who you are and where you're from, and then yeah, we will ask the questions.
Yeah, hell yeah. My name is Sizz, Big Sizz Nasty. I'm a Kootenai native. I'm from North Idaho, Kootenai Res. I have a lot of their native blood in me as well. Assiniboine Sioux, Stalish, Flathead, got a little bit of Blackfeet, Chippewa, yeah, Mutt, a little bit of German, a little bit of Norwegian in there, something like that, some kind of Nordic blood. But yeah, I'm a Kootenai from North Idaho, Brody, and been rapping for a grip, man, for shit most of my life, man, since I was a teenager. Just finally started to kind of decide to throw it out there instead of just keeping it to myself and keeping it to the homies, you know? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Shout outs to the fellow native juggalos, because I know there's a lot of them. I definitely have some native in me.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
And that's cool how you have Norwegian in you. So not only that, you're also a Viking, a proud Viking.
Yeah, I got that Viking blood. That's where the temper comes from. I got that Viking temper.
I always tell people that's why I deal with the cold. It's the Viking in me.
Okay. Yeah, that too. I don't get cold right now. I'm hot as shit right here in the house. Yeah.
Well, and if anyone knows anything about Idaho, it gets really cold in Idaho. Like the winters there are crazy.
Yeah, like I don't usually start wearing pants till it's like below 17 degrees. Then I might put on some pants. It's shorts all year long. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I've even noticed the last few years that Idaho's got a pretty good like local underground scene that's been popping off.
Yeah, I wish Coeur d'Alene is popping off more. That's where I'm up from, more closer to. But Idaho Falls been doing a lot of things at the gym. Yeah, shout out those guys. Shout out Young Fiend and them.
Yeah, I've had homies who've done a few shows that live in Idaho, that live in Wyoming, and they can easily get to Idaho from Wyoming.
Yeah, down there it's pretty close. Yeah, they're right on the corners there. Yeah, it's cool. Also, Boise can get a scene going too. Boise can get popping once in a while too. It's nice.
Yeah, my step uncle used to live in Idaho. I don't remember where, but the last and only time I was ever in Idaho was 2007.
Okay. In the grip. Yeah. It's still beautiful, bro.
Oh yeah. Like I think our part of the country, like Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, Idaho, Montana, like a lot of those surrounding states, New Mexico, like this area of the country is like very beautiful.
Hells yeah. Like you can get some of the best views and vistas around. Yeah, for sure. I love the fresh water, man. The clear waters and the fresh rivers and lakes. Yeah. Summertime, I turn into a fish.
So yeah, like how long have you been rapping, and did you go by like other names before you came up with Sizz Nasty, or was it always Sizz Nasty?
Yeah, I've been rapping for like 1,000 years. Fucking, it started off as 420 Smoke or Half a G. They used to call me Half a G because my dad's named Gary. I'm named Gary Jr. So they'd call me Half a G. So I went with that for a little bit when I very first started spitting, but it quickly became 420 Smoker. And then I started doing all the aliases. So it was like 420 Smoker, aka Weedy Gonzalez, aka Don Cron DeSparco, aka Storm Shadow, aka the Redskin Assassin. I had a grip of names that I kind of run with, but I finally went with Sizzle Lung. Sizzle Lung came across there, and I was like, all right, I like this. And ran with Sizz Lung, it shortened to Sizz Lung. And then eventually people just started calling me Big Sizz, and I ran with that. I was like, that sounds good, shit. I'll be Big Sizz. So yeah, Sizz. Now right now I throw something on there at the end for fun. Like I had Sizz the Benevolent, Sizz the Wanderer, Sizz, like all these different ones, but the Destroyer. It's been a fun one. I like that one. Sizz the Destroyer.
Hell yeah. So it's like cool like to have a bunch of aliases. Like a lot of my favorite rappers have like always had like aliases. Like, you know, MF Doom had so many aliases.
Yeah, shout out MF Doom, man. Love MF Doom. Yeah, word up.
You know, even Tech Nine has different aliases. Jay and Shaggy have had different aliases.
Yeah, when I first heard Tech Nine way back in the freaking, the Napster days. First heard Tech Nine, and somebody told me that he did 9 different alter egos and voices on the song, and that's why his name was Tech Nine. You know, the old school lore type shit, and I believe that, but that the song was called Now It's On. Now it's on. Now it's on. Yeah, so like, I mean, that wasn't the truth, but but it was still a dope ass song, and it introduced me to Tech Nine. So yeah, Tech Nine's dope. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember introducing people to Tech Nine, and I like played Worldwide Choppers for them, and like the first verse is Tech Nine, but when I showed people that, they're like, "Is that 3 different people?" I'm like, "No, that's the same person." They're like, "Damn, he can change up his flow just like that." I'm like, "Yeah, that takes a lot of talent."
Yeah, pretty dope. Always was impressed with Tech, yeah.
Oh yeah, and if no one's ever seen him live, he always kills it live still.
Yeah, for sure. He always comes through Spokane. That's close to where we are. He's like always sells out. He's a couple of times. He sold out 2 nights this time. Yeah.
Yeah, I recently saw him in like E40, and anyone that knows me, I love E40. It's E40.
Fonzarelli, man, that guy, he's like a huge idol to me, man. That's like a hero, dude. That's like a elder mentor, man. 40 water, player partner, yeah.
Oh yeah, and someone told me, they're like, "How old is E40?" I'm like, 58. They're like, "No way," and he's still going. I'm like, "Yep."
Oh hell yeah, still spitting game, still one of the dopest, yeah, freshest, the slang master, the master of slangwich for Sugadale. Yeah, man, I take a lot of influence from E40, man. I don't know if people can tell, but man, I love E40, dude.
Well, and I think because this part of the country, even though we're not we're kind of close to California, but I think a lot of our music influence comes from a lot of West Coast stuff because of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that's how Colorado be. Like Colorado is very like West Coast too.
Yeah, a lot of West Coast influence. Yeah, for sure. That whole gangster rap wave hit hard as hell. Then Wu-Tang and them hit. So that's when I started getting more appreciative of the lyrical styles, right? Started diving into that realm as well. You know, then like all the East Coast boys started kicking it. Like the one who caught my attention majorly was Big Punisher. You know, I'm a huge Big Punisher fan. You know, that's I try to match that type of flow if I can. You know, so sometimes it gets me in trouble, getting tongue-tied and doing a lot of crazy shit lyrically.
Oh yeah, like people have always said that style of rapping is not easy. Like there's videos where some rappers show how to do it. Like Tech says he just takes one deep breath and then he just starts going.
Yeah, no doubt. It's you gotta have breath control. Much love, Cheese. Whoop whoop. Yeah, much love everybody in the chat. Hell yeah, Team MEJ, much love. Jiggy.
Yeah,
everybody.
And I even know E40's talked about that too, where you just gotta have good breath control.
Yeah, I always take notes from those guys. That's it's dope stuff. Big Pun. It's funny when you listen to his if you someone ruined it for me. Someone was like, you can hear him breathing on his tracks. Bummed me out because I didn't notice it, and until they pointed it out. So I wanted to try to make sure that when I record, I don't have those type of things on there. That's why I kind of just run it from front to back. I don't do punch-ins really. Mm-hmm. I might drop in some ad-libs and some backups, but I try to drop the whole verse in one shot if I can. Try to one-take Jake it if I really can.
Oh yeah, so what would be like, tell us about your like Juggalo origin story, because that's one thing we always love to hear is people's Juggalo origin story.
Hells yeah. Somewhere around the Malenko era, somewhere right around in there, might have been Riddlebox there, in between there I became aware. It was my cousins, my little cousin, my cousin Lumpy Nuts, the clown. He was aware and interested. He was showing me some stuff, and I was like, yeah, these guys are cool. They're pretty funny, you know. And then the homie Juno and my cousin Nate Dogg, the COD, Counselor Doom, shout out Counselor Doom. Those guys was into it too. And like, I was on some different shit, kind of gangster shit, lyrical shit. I was like really heavy interested in those type of things, but I thought they was funny. I was interested in it. I was like, that was kind of dope. But as far as lyrically, I was kind of like, I wished it was more robust, you know. And so I kind of slept on it for a little bit. But then, right around '97, that summer, and the Disney shit happened, and I was able to watch the shockumentary. And then I was like, okay, I got to get to a show. Okay, so I started listening to them a lot more around that Malenko era. And then my first show was when they finally came around again in our area, was the Killer Clowns from Outer Space tour. And I went and seen that in Spokane, and that was that's when I got baptized in the Fago, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm a Juggalo. Yeah, this is what I'm part of this now. I love this. This is what I'm gonna be about. Yeah. So it's always been in my heart ever since then. You know, ever since Violent J hit me with that diet root beer right in the face. You know, you're the fucking shit, Jay. Yeah.
Hell yeah. What was probably the song around that era that intrigued you? Because everyone like has that song that like drew them in.
I like the lore behind their stuff. I thought it was cool, but I didn't have enough interest or time to get into it deeply. But I knew it was cool, and when I had time, I was going to dive into it more. But the song was like Malenko was the shit. Great Malenko, yo, trunk full of Fago, car full of fat chicks, all that shit. Like that's had me going. Fucking then when Jekyll Brothers dropped, I was all about that whole shit. Yeah, that was my shit. I stab people, what was the one fucking can't remember the name. What the fuck? Because you fucked my homie.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. I could buy you a Lexus.
Oh, another love song. That's what it is.
That's the one, another love song. Yeah, I was really fucking with that.
That music video was dope too.
Hells yeah.
And what's cool, a lot of people don't know, is the same guy that filmed that music video, that directed it, was the same guy who filmed Shimmy Shimmy Ya by ODB and Bring the Pain by Method Man.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Cool.
And it's crazy. I had a homie who lived in California where that music video was filmed. So he's like, yeah, I grew up in that small California desert town where that music video was filmed.
Hell yeah. That's fresh right there.
And I've always told people, I don't care if everyone says Malenko is their most popular. It's a good album because usually without that album, a lot of us probably wouldn't have known about him.
Yeah, real.
I mean, if anything,
just the Joker's cards look, they're the covers, you know, when you walk into the store back in the CD era, you know, and you're just like kind of randomly rifling through the shits, like those things stood out, man. Those Joker cards stood out, even if you didn't know what the fuck they was about. Like you made you look, made you check it out, you know.
Right, and those both Malenko and Jungle Brothers brought him like a lot of success. Like I always described it as Malenko is like their Black album, where Metallica really blew up with their self-titled Black album. That's what I always say Malenko. It's like their Black album, but that's in a good way.
Yeah.
And I think all the controversy helped sell records too, which is good.
Well, yeah, that's part of what it was. I seen the whole Disney controversy, and I was like, "What? That's those guys? What's going on with that?" Like, I was aware of them, but then I was like, "What's going on with this shit?" And then when Disney's shitting on them, I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that's worth checking out. Just see what they're even more about. What are they bitching about?"
That was like me.
I'm sure it drove a lot of people to go check it out, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, and I couldn't put two and two together at the time because I was a kid. So at first, I thought they were a wrestling tag team. I'm like, oh, they're rappers? And I never heard rapping like that. Like, I heard comedy rap back then, but I never, like, heard comedy where these people were, like, their persona where they were, like, killer clowns.
Yeah, it was super fresh. You know, it's still a fresh gimmick, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and that's why, besides them always calling their style wicked shit, they've also confirmed what they call it, like, cartoon rap, basically. It's very cartoony.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're clowns, so it comes across like that. It should, you know. That's kind of the point. It allows you to do a lot more stuff, you know, creatively, for sure.
Exactly, and that's why they've always been one of my favorite groups to this day, because they could do stuff that can make you laugh, they can do serious stuff, they can do stuff that can make you think, and then they can do stuff that hits you in the feels.
Yeah, super versatile, man. I love it. Like, they're both good, but Violent J is a fucking master storyteller, you know?
Oh yeah, we always say when it comes like to storytellers in this genre of rap, that Violent J is definitely going to go down as one of the great storytellers with Slick Rick and Ice Cube.
Yeah, word. I put him up there in hip hop, you know, not just what we do, you know, what we're interested here in the wicked shit, but like in general in hip hop, he's one of the best storytellers for sure.
Oh yeah, there was even a thing recently a few years ago where LL Cool J was giving Violent J props. It was really dope.
Oh hell yeah. That's really ill. Hell yeah.
And if y'all were a child or a product of the 80s and 90s, you know LL Cool J was that guy. Like, my first introductions to hip-hop was like LL Cool J, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, all that classic shit.
Yeah, the king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs will call me sire.
Because I was lucky that the skating rink I went to would play like hip hop there, and it was dope.
Nice. Yeah, it wasn't always easy to get into some hip hop, man. Yeah, for sure. It was hard.
I always thank the skating rink for getting me into like a lot of hip hop.
Nice. Yeah, the skating rink was a vibe. I was only able to do that a couple of times, you know, go to a bigger city and check it out with some friends and whatnot. I lived in Twin Falls for a little bit, and the homies, we all watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then we went to the skate park, or to the skating rink, you know, or doing that shit. It was cool. It was a good vibe, you know?
Right, and that's another thing. That's like literally 90s and 80s shit. There's something that Vanilla Ice, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and hip-hop, it just goes perfectly well together.
Yeah. Ninja rap.
And I didn't feel old until I seen Ice Cube live. I was like, damn, I never felt old. But after seeing Ice Cube at the Gathering, I'm like, okay, I feel old. And anyone's never seen like Vanilla Ice live, y'all need to. He kills it live.
Yo, yeah, when he was over, I think at Cave in Rock, and they had that band.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good set. He was like stomping on the water bottles and shit, spraying them out. Yeah, it was live though. That was a cool set. Live band, Ice Baby with those live drums kicking hard.
Yeah, I never went to those Cave in Rock gatherings. Some people said they were fun, and then some people say they were brutal because it was literally in the middle of nowhere.
Well, both, but you didn't know anything different though. That was just what it was. So like you didn't have anything to compare it to or say, oh, you just knew you had to prepare, you know. And if you wanted to go to town, it was like half hour out, you know. You just plan for it.
Oh yeah,
I did meet Vanilla Ice there. Had him sign my Newport pack. I snuck behind the guardrail one night on the second stage thing, and I was hanging out like a security. Then I seen him and chopped it up with him for a second and had him sign my pack. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I heard he's like the nicest person on the planet.
Yeah, he was hella cool, man. Dabbed me up and bullshitted for a minute. Yeah, normal as fuck. He was hella cool.
Hell yeah. So when it pertains music, like what was like the first form of music that you remember like getting into, like that you were like, what is this? Like it could be something your family was listening to. Like I grew up on a lot of like 70s, 80s, 60s music and classic rock because that's what my parents listened to. Michael Jackson, Prince.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good ones, a lot of classic rock growing up. But one of the first ones I remember liking was I was a little tiny guy, and I lived with my mom in this trailer park, and her neighbor had this poster of these guys, and they were on the radio, or they had a LP or something. They had an album or a tape or something of these guys, but they're called the Stray Cats, and they were kind of like a rockabilly kind of 50s throwback in the early 80s type beat, and they had a song "Rock This Town," and they had that upright bass. That shit, like we're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out.
That takes me back too. They used to play that at my roller skating rink too.
Yeah, so I was a little guy fucking vibing like crazy to that shit. I liked that one. Yeah. Then of course the whole Beat It era, Michael Jackson, Thriller, all that shit. That was crazy. It's like fuck you. But most of the time it was a lot of old school rock and roll, like, you know, classic rock shit. Doors, you know, Zeppelin, and shit like that.
Oh yeah, you know, Pink Floyd, all that good shit.
Yeah, for sure. And then I was a little bud rocker in the 80s. Like I quickly learned I like music, so whatever, I was looking for it constantly. Whatever was kind of cool or underground at the time. So I was listening to a lot of Motley Crue, you know, shit like that, Poison, Guns N' Roses.
Oh yeah, I've always told people that too. I was like, I might be a juggalo, but I just love music in general. This juggalo shit is just one of like many types of music that I've grown up on.
Yeah, I've liked almost everything. For a while, I really hated country, but there's even a couple good country songs, I'll admit, you know.
Oh yeah, especially like, in my opinion, like late 80s, early 90s country, when it didn't sound like stereotypical country, like that kind of country was good.
I think people go wild in the fucking chat there.
But one group I recommend y'all check out, they're called Gangster Grass. They're a hip hop group, but then they do bluegrass music. They're so dope.
Yeah, and like now the way everything's evolved, there's so many crossovers, like so many crossover genres, you can't even keep up with them.
Yeah.
But if something's dope, I'll fuck with it, you know? Hell yeah.
And that's how I am too. I'll give something a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually gonna go to the Guns N' Roses in Vegas this year, but the gathering's at the same time, so I'm gathering.
Right?
Homegirl Kim was gonna bring me, but then she had to go figure out someone else to go with them because I'm gathering.
Yeah, AC/DC's coming here. I would like to go see them because I heard AC/DC kills it live.
That would be cool. That'd be kind of some bucket list type shit. Hells yeah. Then like I grew like as hip hop came up though, man. That was one of my first favorites was NWA, of course, and I was really fucked with Sir Mix-a-Lot because he's from Seattle. It was close. It was close by, so it felt like real local. So I fucked heavy with Mix-a-Lot, like on all his early shit.
Hell yeah. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. The Posse's on Broadway. Yeah, I love how ICP did that Posse's on Werner remake. That shit was
yeah. And that's one thing I've always loved about ICP too, is they can take a popular song that we all remember and they can like do their own twist on it and make it sound really good, even good.
Yeah, that shit was dope. That was fire, yeah. Talking about Soshimoto's and talking about Kid Rock. Junkie about to shoot.
Hell yeah. And like, what was like the first like song that you like remember writing and stuff?
Writing, oh boy.
And was it just some random thing or were you just messing around that day?
Yeah, I just decided to try it. I think I was really into DOS effects. So like it was something like higgity, here comes the higgity half a G. I'm gonna bucks it down like 1, 2, and 3, and I gets crazy when I rocks the mic. So give me a funky beat and watch me take flight. Sorta like an eagle, no, not a seagull. You punk motherfucker, you best ducks fast, cause I'm a blast on your punk ass, blast on your punk ass. You call it quick something, but it say it ain't wise. I'm a motherfucking skin from the BF West Side. Something like that shit.
Hell yeah.
Not that much.
Well, and they say when you really love music, like there's those lyrics and verses that just like stick in your head.
True, definitely. And that's one I did that a lot. That one, it was one of my first ones, and I try to memorize it and be able to spit it. But word, like I started spitting more, like hanging out at parties and whatnot, and like we'd get in ciphers or just start rhyming. So like I end up doing a lot of freestyling over the years, you know, like just busting rhymes off the head and shit. And battle era kind of hit, so we'd be battling each other, you know, going back and forth and shit. Usually though, we try to cipher, then usually someone would get dumb and start throwing jabs, and it's like, okay, then you unleash the ugliness on them.
Oh, I remember those days in my school when people would do battle raps. We remember those days like when rappers would talk about when they'd be banging on the lunchroom tables. Me and my friends would do that, or someone was a beat maker, a beatboxer and stuff.
Hells yeah, good beatbox going.
Yeah, me and my friends used to just randomly just freestyle when we were smoking or drinking and just come up with some random dumb shit, but it was all in good fun.
Yeah, just those type of vibes, you know. And then we started like getting better at it, so we started taking it more serious, you know. But that's all it was, just fucking around, having fun with your brodies.
And I've always loved
trying to do some of the shit that these other guys are doing, and it was fly, you know.
Hell yeah, and I love your face paint style. Is that like way of you paying homage to your heritage?
Yeah, definitely. I had a couple different junk paint styles and stuff that I used to do. Then I'd paint up like Jay too, mostly, you know. I think I painted up like Jay like 20 times, probably like Shaggy like once or twice. Mm-hmm. So, then I started developing my own style, so I rock with that. Like you might see the mask I had that was kind of like junk paint. Like that was based on my old paint. And then the cover for Gunpowder Season Your Blood on Spotify and all the things, that cover there, that mask is what my jug paint used to be, is whatever. And then I was like trying to figure out something different to rep the heritage more as well. You know, and then I came up with this one, or a version of this at first. The first one had black all the way up to here, but it's ever evolving. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love that. That's pretty much what I've been doing lately. That's why I've been like rocking the mohawk more, but I'm doing like the traditional mohawk way because a lot of people don't know their history. The Native Americans were actually the ones who created that hairstyle.
Yeah. Over East Coast style mohawks. Hells yeah.
Yeah, I was telling people, yes, it got popular through punk, but the Native Americans were the ones who started it. So that's why when people see my mohawk, they get it. They're like, oh, that's the traditional Native way of doing it. I'm like, exactly. That's me paying homage to my heritage.
Oh yeah, much love. Speaking of native and heritage, I'm rocking this old scrubby. Shout out to Chesty Scrub.
Hell yeah.
Got that jersey. Got the new Dally.
Hell yeah.
Hit that dude up. Get you some fresh gear.
Oh, I definitely will. I have planned to get that tattooed somewhere on me.
That would be fresh. I did my own version, kind of.
Nice.
Yeah, got that one done. Hells yeah. Represent. Now it's always on me.
And it's crazy. In this life, I've never ever been to a powwow, but I heard they're fun.
Yeah, shit. Are you still in Denver?
Oh yeah, they usually have it around here.
Denver March, man. Go check it out if you're around there. Go to that, because it's in the arena or whatever. And yeah, just go check it out for a couple hours or something, man. It'll be worthwhile. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, I've never been to Mesa Verde here in Colorado neither, and I've always wanted to.
Yeah, it'd be cool to check out. It's like it's open to the public, you know. It depends how you show up, you know. If you show up cool, then it's called cool. You know. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's one thing I've always told people is there was already like many different languages spoke here 100 years before. There was already different cultures here already.
Yeah, what is there, like 600 tribes in the U.S., something like that?
Yeah, and then if you add Mexico and South America, that's quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, Tanaka Kootenai, we're a language isolate. There's no other language like ours.
Do you know how to speak? Do you know how to speak it?
Not nearly enough. Yeah, but I do. Yeah, I know some. Yeah. I can give some like greetings and stuff and talk here and there a little bit, but yeah, I'm still learning. Always learning.
Yeah, that's something I've always wanted to learn. And since I do love music, I listen to like a lot of Native American music too.
Right on. Yeah, I like to jam out some power jams, some round dance tunes and stuff. Yeah.
Especially when I like go camping, there's just like something relaxing about it. Just light a joint and smoke in the woods.
Get back to nature, huh? There you go. Big Ranger hours. Whoop whoop.
Damn right. Damn right. So what would be like, if you remember, what was like your first like CD ever album that you remember buying with your own money?
I've been buying it, so it's probably some kind of butt rock tape like Bon Jovi or something way back in the day. But like CDs, oh shit, that was Columbia House, and there was another one too, BMG Music Group. I got both of those guys for like 15 CDs each or something off rip, and then they wanted me to pay it, and then my mom just told them I was a minor and I'm not allowed to make contracts. So I came out with like 30 CDs. But there's only probably about like 5 hip-hop ones out of them whole shits, because that's the way the shit was back then. So like probably Dr. Dre, The Chronic, probably part of that. That DOS Effects, Dead Serious, that was probably in there. I remember listening to Outkast, like hell, like listening to the Southern Playalistic Cadillac music like on repeat. I'd sleep to that shit.
Oh yeah, I love Outkast. Like Outkast is like one of my favorite groups of all time.
Yeah, when I'd make a bunch of mixtapes and stuff, it would usually have some Outkast on it. It would usually have some Naughty by Nature on it. You know?
Hell yeah. And what would be like, if you had to pick, what are like your top like 5 albums that like had a big impact on your life?
Okay. Impact on my life, big one. The Wraith was a big one, man. That was like when on the way to my first gathering, like I was kind of paying attention to like the East Coast lyrical hip hop scene a lot. So I didn't know a lot about the psychopathic scene, what they'd been doing since about Jekyll Brothers, and so I was introduced to the Calm. I think that just dropped. They just shouted out Spokane on there, so I was loving that. I felt like carnival shit. And then we went to the Gathering, and it was like I understood what the Gathering fucking is, and it's like, oh fuck, okay. And the whole way over, we're listening to the Wraith. The whole way back, we're listening to the Wraith, and it's just like that just hella solidified everything about, like, you know, further jugging, you know, for real. It's opened everything up. And then there's another one is a Scarface, The Diary. I jam that shit a lot. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What else would be a dope one? I know The Chronic. Yeah, it's Doggy Style and The Chronic. Like that. Anyone in that era got affected by that shit. That was everywhere. What else was a good one? Gangstar. You know, Gangstar. Moment of Truth. Having gurus spit a lot of, you know, dope gems, wisdom. You know, fuck yeah. What else? Yeah, and E40 shits, you know, probably the that Click album. We bumped the shit out of that. That set the tone, you know, for a lot of shit. That Click mob shit, bitch.
Hell yeah.
You know.
I do know that. I was just like thinking, damn, I'm gonna need to get Sizz on here when I do a hip hop podcast or something.
Word up. Me and Mikey Sears always go back and forth on that shit, man. Hell yeah. Hip hop historian, that guy.
Hell yeah. So that was 5 albums that changed your life. Now, if you had to pick what would be like your top 5 like psychopathic albums of all time?
Psychopathic. Wraith is probably one. Jekyll Brothers, huge on that one. What else was there? I like the Calm there. I would say Riddlebox Now Malenko was more impactful. I really felt that shit, especially the wrestling references in there really got me. Like seeing the video and seeing like Greg the Hammer Valentine in there and shit like that. It was like, it really helped me bring it in. Sabu references and all that. Fucking hardcore. What else did I really dig? I like the Rider shit too. That Sunset Rider. I liked how they used that Scarface beat. Because we did that COD, or maybe it was just a Sizz track back in the day. We did that shit called it My Res. On my res, most of the natives smoke the green leaf. On my res, you know, like we did another version of that. And then to hear that Backdoor Riders or Sunset Riders, that one, that was Sweet Baby Rays on the Glaze. I really like that shit a lot.
Hell yeah. I've always loved Riders, but like on a personal level, Lotus always like spoke to me because of the stuff they talk about, all that paranormal, spiritual type shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when Lotus dropped, I was trying to be on some like super light, you know, like super positive spiritual tip. So I avoided it a bit. I listened to it and jammed it, but I didn't get into it like a lot of people did. I think because of that. And it took me a long time to like embrace the darkness and not see it as something to avoid. You know, it was just, you could still use it. It wasn't like something that you had to hide from or like avoid like that. It was like, that was the beginning of my law of attraction, create your own reality era. And I was really trying to avoid negativity, you know? So like, but I've come to understand like, you know, the darkness is all part of everything too. And shout out to darkness. Dark Star Assassin.
Yeah, like Lotus has like really helped me too. I can not stress enough how many times, like if I was like had a lot on my mind or if I was depressed, sometimes just putting on some Lotus really helped.
Yeah, and then you got those vibes that match it, you know, like that's the thing too. When you know you're not alone, it's so powerful to know you're not alone, especially when you're feeling that you're most alone, you know. So I feel that, I get it.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's better to feel like anger than it is to feel hopeless.
Exactly.
It's better to feel like you kind of soothe yourself to the better areas, and that's, yeah, you can't have the light without the dark, you know.
Oh yeah, and anyone that ever got the chance to see Lotus live, like seeing Lotus live, it's a whole nother entity. It's amazing. It's hard to describe.
Yeah, like I tore out the bottom of my tongue where it like connects to the bottom of your mouth from screaming Lotus the first time I seen them, you know, at the gathering, that 05 gathering. And then like, you know, mid to the back of the crowd, just Lotus, Lotus, Lotus. I like fucking that shit was all tore out. The next day I was sore as shit. My daughter's name, you know, her middle name is Lotus.
Oh yeah.
So it was hella meaningful. Yeah.
Yeah, I always tell people that first Lotus album, like when I always tell people like my number one psychopathic album of all time, there's that first Lotus album. There's just nothing like it.
Yeah, I missed that for the most part. I got jumped on when ABK was on there. And I was more partial to ABK, just, I'll be honest, it's because he's native. But, so I was vibing with that more. I liked it more. But I get why people, like the Mars version better. It's more like kind of dark and like more sinister,
Oh, yeah. And that's where I'll always tell people now. When Black Rain came out, the second Lotus album, ABK went crazy on that Black Rain album.
Yeah, that shit was fire too. Hells yeah.
Like you listen to some of ABK's lyrics that he used to drop back then, I'm like, holy fuck.
Hello. Spoken realness. Much love, Brody.
And even back in those days, you remember this. Remember how ABK back in those days used to have killer sets.
I remember one of the first times I seen him was in Spokane, and he had like a classroom set up for his stage show. And
he did that when I seen him too.
Design. Yeah, it was a good design. Yeah. And I thought it was cool how he'd rock his ribbon shirts too, rep the tradition, That's all cool.
Hell yeah.
One time one of those first times at Legend Valley, I think, when they had the bottom open down by the pond.
Mm-hmm.
We were down there, our camp was down there, and ABK came to our camp and kicked it.
Oh yeah.
I was racked out in my chair though the whole time. So I missed it.
Yeah, I remember seeing him at Legend Valley one year, and I think this was 2018, and he had all those pyrotechnics and fire for his set. It was dope.
Okay, yeah, that's what someone said. Ouija copied him for that fire set.
Nah, everyone uses pyrotechnics in their performance. No, whoever said that, they're stupid.
I remember that set though, and that's what I knew that's what they were getting at. But yeah, they were just talking shit just to be funny.
Yeah, and I guess they couldn't use a lot of the pyrotechnics for like the Hell's Pit set that year, because remember they were doing the Hell's Pit set.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I liked how they were performing during that Hell's Pit set during a full moon. I was like, what would have made that set really good if it was a blood full moon? That would have been dope.
Yeah, all the things line up at once, right? The timing. It's like a cult style.
Well, and I noticed they didn't use regular Faygo for that Hell's Pit set. They used the red pop. They used red Faygo.
Yeah, that was the blood show they did. I made it up on stage, Faygo Armageddon, because I jumped on there pretty late during it, and so I was up there dry as fuck up there, just chilling, and I was like kind of like feeling a little bit smug, like holy shit, I'm the only one up here dry, And then it's funny because right when I was thinking that, the homie Billy Defense popped around the corner with the full 2 liter of that red pop and just gassed me, just doused me up. So I wasn't dry no more. Billy got me. I was stained red the rest, like for a couple days off of that red pop, looking like Red Hulk.
Yeah, I always tell people now when you go to the gathering, have what's called a buddy system. Like have someone so when you know you're going to jump the barricade, that when they jump the barricade, they help you over.
Yeah, that's cool how jugs help each other like that, Sometimes it's like, I don't even need it. I need you to move. I need you to move out of the way, then that's the more help. But trying to help my big ass up.
Oh yeah, I remember like someone like helping me, and there's like old footage of me rushing the stage while holding my camera at the same time. I'm like, okay, this is either gonna go good or bad. I was like, either I'm gonna land good on my feet or I'm gonna fall flat on my face and the camera's gonna show it. So I just took a risk and I was like, fuck it, and then I landed on my foot.
Got it, huh?
But all the other times now, y'all, especially y'all, if I do make it to the gathering this year, heads up, y'all, my back is fucked up. So if I'm trying to get over the barricade, help my old ass over.
Hells yeah. If I'm by you, I got you. Hell yeah.
I mean, I've helped people over. People have helped me over.
I used to like hold my hands like this and help people up, have them step in it.
Yep.
But then like I would get all dirty and I have to wipe my hands on my shirt and everything, and it sucked. So what I ended up finally started doing was just putting them in the torture rack like Lex Luger and then pushing them off.
That works.
Works much easier, yeah.
Hell yeah. So everyone has their like awesome first experience at their first gathering. So like tell us about like what was your first gathering like for Sizz?
One of the things was I didn't know what Red Pop was. I assumed it was a fruit punch. And like I never was really fucked with strawberry my whole life really, like because as a kid I was allergic to artificial strawberry flavor. I grew out of it, but like I still never fucked with it much. So like I was really excited to get a Red Pop because I thought it was like a fruit punch. And it was like so cold and crisp, and it was like it should have been like one of the best, you know, experiences of my life, you know. And I was like, yeah, finally. And then it was like a letdown because it was strawberry. What? And I finally realized, oh, it's strawberry. That's just what it's supposed to be. But yeah, that was one of the parts that cracked me up about it. One of the other parts was we were sitting there at the cheesesteak stand late night, and Tech, I see there's somebody cruising by in a golf cart, and it's Tech 9. So one of the guys next to me is like, bonsai, you know, like bonsai, say bonsai, I'm high, you know, like. And so like that guy yelled out bonsai, Tech's like bonsai, and then like I was all hammered, but I was like, you know, happy as shit, and I was just like bonsai, like yelling it out like hella loud, and I think he thought I was clowning him because he wasn't happy. He's like mean mugged me, like drove by like mean mugging me. So I always remember that when I see him. Like, fuck, he's mad at me for that.
You'll have to bring that to him last time and ask him if he remembers that.
I will. It was like the 05 gathering. I doubt he does, but it was like, it cracks me up because I think about it. Like, it bummed him out. I was just trying to say bonsai too.
So yeah, that's like the early days when like Tech still like had his red spiked hair and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they had those things that they got at car dealerships and stuff. Those little like red things that flop around in the wind. He had one on each side of the stage. That was part of his stage show.
Yeah, I loved when he did that, and then he would like dress like in like a robe and stuff when he'd be performing.
Yeah, had that face paint, the red hair, the red spikes. Yeah.
Yeah, back when he had Chris and Cut on his stage, and anyone that's never seen Chris Calco perform, he is great as a solo performer.
Oh yeah, when they had all those guys up at the same time, they put on a hell of a show. Yeah, I mean they all still do, but like that was something special when they was all together like that.
Yeah, because the way they were able to choreograph their dancing and stuff with each other.
Yeah, hells yeah.
Like they would each introduce them, and then Cut would come out like all blood walking and stuff.
Yeah. Ooh, areola. Ooh, areola.
Hell yeah. Now we get with the fun questions. Okay, you're stuck on a desert island. Now you have to name 5 acts or bands. Like, whose whole discography are you bringing with you to last on a desert island?
First and foremost, ICP, because that's like fucking, that'll last me forever.
Right?
I gotta catch up on that. ICP, who else am I gonna get? Let's see. Ouija Mac, because that shit go crazy too. Yeah. Let's see. Who am I listening to forever? I'll throw a Wu-Tang in there just because. I'll get drop some gems and knowledge on that shit.
That's how I am. I always say Wu-Tang Clan, like group projects, solo projects, side projects. That's a big discography.
Yeah, kind of going for ones that have a lot like that. But let's see, what else? E40s. Yeah.
Yeah.
ICP, Ouija Mac, E40. Let's see. You know, I'm gonna throw out the Beat Nuts just for the hell of it, because I like the Beat Nuts. I love their whole beat style and their whole style in general. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are good choices.
Should throw out Big Pun too. If I have one more left, I'll throw a Big Punisher.
Hell yeah.
I can finally get some time on the island to pick apart all of his lyrics, because that guy spits like crazy. It's been like 30 years or more, and I still don't got them all, you know?
Yep, that dude was a genius. Like, genius.
Hell yeah.
Like, I always tell people, I think if he was alive, I think Big Pun would have been rocking the Gathering.
I think so. Shit, I think so. That'd be dope. This for Gathering, yeah. Hells yeah. Send a message in, boys. Send a message in, y'all.
Yes, if you guys want Sizz for the Gathering, make sure you do it.
I'll be rocking some kind of camp set anyways, I'm sure. But yeah, fuck yeah.
And if y'all want if y'all want Don Chaos to be back at the Gathering, let's make that happen, because I have not been back to the Gathering, y'all, since 2021. So it's been a while.
Too long. Let's go.
And that Gathering, I don't know if you were at that one, but that Gathering was more just like a laid back and chill Gathering, which was dope.
Yeah, they were small for a few years.
Yeah, that Gathering was more like chill because it was the first Gathering like after COVID and stuff, and because everyone hadn't seen each other in a while, it was just laid back and chill, or people were like, "What up?"
A lot of good vibes. Yeah, it was like real small, then it got real big and crazy for a minute. I think it's gonna probably be kind of small again this year.
Yeah, and I think that's the year they decided to perform Bazaar, which was dope.
Hells yeah.
And that's actually the set where I got on stage at the Gathering.
Yeah, that's like a Mecca type beat. That's a bucket list thing, you know. Like you gotta be up there for Fago Armageddon, Hell or High Water, preferably from crashing the stage. But if you gotta get a VIP to get up there, at least you're experiencing it. It's amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could fly this year, but I think we'll end up driving. Yeah.
Yeah, if I drive, I might drive with some friends, or I might take a Greyhound, because Missouri's really not too far from me. All I gotta do is drive through Kansas from Colorado, and then Missouri's the next state over.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's way closer than LV was for us. You know, it's just like hours closer. Usually it's about 3 hours away or something, like 30 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good to have it always in a different spot, especially like in the Midwest.
I was really getting spoiled there at Legend Valley. You know, I was really getting spoiled. I
was too. I tell people Legend Valley's nice, but I think it's time to have a nice little change for a bit.
Oh man, I got you all garbled up. I didn't hear that very good.
Oh, I was like, Legend Valley is nice, but I think it's time to have a new change just to see for a while.
Yeah, don't sound like a robot, man. Sound like a robot.
Here, let me refresh.
What's up? It's the aliens. Yeah, they infiltrated us.
Is that better though?
Really, used to the amenities and everything being close at Legend Valley. I like that shit, and it being close to the airports and the towns and stuff. That's nice. But shit, I like it when it's secluded more too, further out. That's a different vibe, and it's a good vibe too.
Right,
you just gotta make sure you're prepared.
And at least we have a river.
You gotta do trips to town and shit. You gotta pick somebody to have who got the car that can go to town. You know, those type of things. You know, coordinate.
Right, like at least we have a river that we can all swim in now, and a clean river.
Shit. My internet's fucked up. Is that what's going on?
Try closing out and coming right back. Sometimes you have to do that. It is the alien spoken, Mo. You're right. Yeah, if you can. Yeah, try coming back, Sizz. Sometimes you gotta just close out and come right back. There we go. That should be better.
All Are we back? Are we back?
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta close out and come right back, and then it starts working.
Well, mine was acting up too. My internet was acting up here too, so I had to shut down and come back as well.
Hell yeah. But I've been hearing good things about this spot in like Missouri. Like a lot of my homies in Missouri have been telling me that it's a pretty good spot. Like Unhappy told me it's a pretty good spot.
Yeah, they be holding festivals and shit there for other type of shit. So I'm bet, and they're also creating more space right now, I hear. So I think it's gonna be all right.
Right. The only downside is a lot of my local homies that have told me that live in Missouri that know that area say you just have to be careful because that part of Missouri is notorious for being like racist as hell.
It's the South, right? I mean, that's kind of...
Well, it's kind of like the Midwest / South because it's near, Arkansas.
Yeah. It's like podunk towns. A lot of them are like that. Usually there's cool people. There's a lot of people that are ignorant, acting dumb and shit. I don't know. It's nothing new. We're from around here. I'm from North Idaho. Like, everybody's scared of up here, but it ain't shit. There ain't no tough guys like that.
Oh, yeah. And from what I've seen,
bunch
like
of cowards and complainers, Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to Missouri quite a few times. Missouri's a very nice state.
Hells yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to go. I'm a little bit shook by the all the warnings about the ticks and everything, but hopefully they'll be died down quite a bit by the time we get there.
Right, because the last thing any of us need to catch is Lyme's disease.
Yeah, the homie caught that shit at the gathering, man. Bobby Farizio, and fuck Lyme disease. Hells yeah. Shout out Frizo.
Yeah, and then I just had another homie that lives in Missouri said you just got to be careful because if it does rain in that area of Missouri, it can cause flash flooding. So just be careful, y'all.
Oh yeah, I don't want to camp too close to the river.
Exactly. And that's why I'm telling people at least we have a river that if we all get too hot, we can cool off in the river.
Yeah. Yeah, you just spray on your DEET, you'd be good. I figure. Yeah.
Yeah, Unhappy said just spray on, off, and no ticks. There you go.
And all jugging. There. Ready. Let's go.
So what would you describe as when you first did your first show where you performed? Were you nervous or did it come natural? Or did you get a little bit of stage fright?
Oh, always nervous. It's like a game or or a fight or something. It's like, get nervous, fucking ready to go. Try to prepare as much as you can. I don't think I'd done too many shows where I didn't have to freestyle my way out of at least one verse. That's why I kind of started rocking over my shit more because there's too many times where either I'd forget it or else something would happen with the equipment and the music, and then the beat would fuck up, and then it would drop me off somewhere in the middle of it, and I wouldn't know where the fuck I was on it, and I'd have to, too many mishaps. So now I rock a little different, but yeah, always nervous. Always had to freestyle my way out of some parts. I'd catch someone's eyes or look at somebody in the crowd and try to make that moment kind of, but then it would throw me off in my head, so it's little learning shit like that. Kind of always nervous, but always try to kill it,
Hell yeah! And when was your first show? Do you remember your first show? Who were you opening up for?
It was a local show in Spokane, and it was a lot of local MCs, but I don't know if you guys know who Dead Poet and Wildcard are.
Those names sound very familiar.
Yeah, hella dope MCs. Wildcard's really fucking doing this thing right now. And he's been doing this thing. So I opened up for those guys. I think those guys was headlining it back then. Me and the homie Baghdad. Shout out Bags. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was yeah, I remember doing that, and they shouted me out. They said, they're liked the lyrics and shit back then. We rocked again. I rocked and opened for them back again in 2012. That's in Post Falls, Idaho. And that was a good show too. That one, I had a freestyle set. Half of my set was freestyle on purpose because they didn't have the right beats for the song, so I just threw on some instrumentals and rocked it. So that ended up being pretty cool.
Oh yeah. And what would be like, what's your creative like writing process? Like when you're making a song, what's your creative writing process? Some people, they listen to the beat as they're writing, or they write and then they listen to the beat, or they smoke up a little bit. Like what is Big Sizz Nasty's creative writing process when you're working on a song?
It can be various ways. Like we'll just might write to silence and just write some bars out and then put them on a beat. But nothing does it justice like actually listening to the beat, and writing to the beat, making sure it fits just right, fits like a glove.
Exactly. Now, sometimes does life like your influence with writing? Because like I think a lot of people don't understand is, yes, the music that artists make is therapy for us, but also writing music, it's therapy for you guys as well.
Yeah, it is. And like I want to be more vulnerable with the music, eventually. But like right now, I just kind of use it as like a punching bag, I just want to just spit some raw shit, punch you in the face type shit, get that aggression out, get a place to be able to release that aggression or feel that type of fucking shit. Sometimes I'll get into a vibe. Like I got a song I did with Darby, called Other Side Ride. And that like speaks about like, the mortality and stuff and like the thought of dying and what happens after type beat. And, I got some other songs I did that's kind of like love songs type shit, things like that. I can do a lot of different versatile things, but mostly I just want to fucking do some MC shit where I'm just talking shit to MCs and fucking, punch you in the face type shit.
Hell yeah. That's one thing I like is the versatile stuff too. And I've heard your stuff. It reminds me
in there in a while, Yeah.
Yeah, when I hear your stuff, I do think of like a lot of Big Pun and stuff. I'm like, I could hear a lot of the Big Pun influence, and that's a good thing.
Hells yeah, much love Big Pun, Cool G Rap. Yeah. I think of that like Big Pun when he met Cool G Rap, he's like, he did the whole Wayne's World, I'm not worthy. It's like I always got love for those guys and, type of spitters like that.
Hell yeah. And how do you respond like when people like approach you and like tell you that they like their music, or you had a song that like helped them through a rough time? How does that like make you feel?
That's the type of shit that like makes you makes it all worth it, any of the times where it feels like it's tough or difficult or it's like dragging or it's like hard to do, like those moments is what really keeps you like fucking doing it. Like, okay, it's not just an outlet for me, it's like, fuck it, I mean something to you too, and I'm gonna make sure I keep trying to do more stuff that can be there for you and other people, that type of thing, and it's a fucking privilege. It's a huge privilege to be able to touch someone's life like that, and I appreciate that anytime that I'm able to reach out to somebody like that and it means something to them. One thing I find odd is when you're making the music, you don't get to decide like who likes it or which ones people like. You just get to make it and throw it out there, and the people figure it out. They decide, and that's like, so a lot of times it'll surprise me what's vibing, where people are actually liking, like I was like, it might be something that I didn't think much of, maybe I didn't like that song that much, or or I never thought it would take off anyways. And then all of a sudden it's like, that's the one people are digging, that type of shit. It's always a pleasant surprise, to see something catch on.
Oh yeah, like I'll get people like that come up to me, and they'll just like thank me for what I do, and I was like, but I'm no one special. I'm just Don Chaos. I'm just a juggalo like you guys. I was like, I just speak about my passion because I love this culture and community, and then I'll grab them and give them a hug. I'm like, thank you, but then I tell them thank you, and I think then.
Yeah, it's what it is. Like, we're all just, the brodies, we're just all the regular ass people, and that's what we're jugging, that's we're scrubs. Fuck. That's what it is, but it's all scrub love.
Exactly.
We all been there, always been there. Like, fucking been through the trenches, been through the good times too, I've been through both. But I always remember the trenches. I always remember my scrub shit.
Exactly. Like, I'm still baffled, like, when people, like, even come up to me and just give me props. I still don't know how to take it. Sometimes I'm like, whoa, what? Is this real?
Yeah. Hey, Spoken, I listen to your beats when you send them, Brody. And I'll throw you a fire if I'm feeling it, dog. You know, I'll keep it real with you.
Exactly, and that's pretty much like how I am. The Don Chaos you guys see here, for anyone that's met me or talked to me on a personal level, I'm the same person. And I didn't give myself the name the Karma Millionaire. You guys, the community, gave me that name. So remember that.
Hells yeah. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing to know you're not alone.
Exactly.
You know, that's what it is. You know, Dab Rangers, it's like in the name, dabbing, we're smoking. It's a smoke crew primarily. But like realistically, the Dab Rangers is just all about being homies, man. Like it doesn't matter. You don't gotta smoke. There's all kinds of different Rangers. There's all kinds of different Rangers, and it's just being down with the homies, being down with the crew, having somebody to kick it with, having somebody to share some news with, good news, bad news, having like people that are there for you. And like we ride for the Rangers ride for us. It's nothing but love, nothing but love, nothing but acceptance there. That's what we do. And it's a beautiful, beautiful fucking movement that Juno started.
Mm-hmm.
Juno started that movement, and it's like I'm so blessed to be a part of that. I'm so blessed to be a Ranger, like fucking always. Whoop whoop.
Exactly, and that's one thing we've always also tried to keep in the Juggalo community, because we're both old schoolers. We tell people we're all individuals. That's kind of the best way to describe a Juggalo. Say we're all individuals. We can have different beliefs and stuff, but we all still have the same morals. Like, don't be a racist, don't be a pedophile.
Yeah, no bigotry, no weirdness, no fuck shit like that.
Like there's so many there's a lot of Juggalos I know. We have difference of opinion on stuff, but we're still cool with each other and we still respect each other.
Yeah, that's going by the wayside a lot. And I love that. I love that, like that's the whole idea. None of us are gonna fully agree on shit, never. But we can find out what we can agree on, and we can make something out of that.
Just like I welcome new Juggalos. I always tell people I welcome new Juggalos as long as you have a love for the culture and the music and what we're about. It doesn't matter, because we were all new at one point.
No new ninja.
And it's our job, if like people don't understand, we gotta like educate those people.
No, it is. Each one teach one, and like, how's the scene gonna continue if you never have people? You never let people in, And youth, it needs to be a part of that. I think that's a beautiful thing that they took off on TikTok so much. It's nobody. So many people have a hard time with change. People don't like change, but. That's what growth is. You gotta grow. You can't stay the same as you always been. You gotta grow somehow, some way, and that's what it is. It's the growth, and the community is growing. You got, youngalos to the older ones, everybody in between, and it's like OGs. Like, I get it. People like want things the way it's always been or the way they like it. Change is difficult, but man, I love this scene, and I want it to grow. I want it to continue. I want it to thrive. I want other people to have a chance to figure out what, Juggins like and what it means to be in this family, Hell yeah.
Exactly, because it means something to everyone different sometimes.
Yeah, and like you said, we all started off fresh and newbies at some point.
Yeah, like when you and me got into this, the internet really wasn't out. So we either had to research ourselves or we had to find other Juggalos back then to like educate us. This was before the internet.
Yeah, we call it moccasin telegraph. But yeah, same thing, word of mouth, hand to hand, word of mouth. Yeah.
And I've always told people what makes music good, and when music is timeless, when music can span multiple generations, and ICP and the Juggalo scene's done that. There's a lot of Juggalos who are my age or even older. Some of them got into it when they were younger. Now their kids love it, and now their kids love it. So I know Juggalos who are parents and grandparents that have raised this shit. It's dope.
Yeah. I got Like, I don't push the music on the kids. I listen to what I listen to and whatnot, but like, I don't push it on them. And for a while, my 10-year-old daughter was listening to My Ex. She wanted me to play it a lot because it was on TikTok at the time. My ex is my butty. So like, I'd be at shows and I'd send her a snap of the, ICP playing that and shit. Then just recently, a couple days ago, she talked about some of her friends were like getting into ICP. She's in middle school. And I thought that was a beautiful ass thing, Hell
and I love that too, because like a lot of people don't realize, like, people are like fascinated with nostalgic, and ICP is literally considered a nostalgic group now, which is dope.
Yeah. What up, MP? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, I got into this when I was 8 years old, and I'm gonna be 36, y'all. That's insane.
Yeah, it don't stop. It don't stop.
And then I've never played all the music for like my niece and nephew growing up, but they would find some stuff by themselves that they really enjoyed.
Yeah, and that's how it happens. You can try to show people stuff and they might be feeling it, but like nothing feels the same as when you go and like you find it and it's like this, because it's like it belongs to you then, It's like, this is mine, It's like, yeah.
Exactly, and that's one thing that bothered me when Miracles came out, that the outside world was parodying that song where you and me, we were just sitting here, we're like, why is that funny? We've known ICP has done music like Miracles for years.
Yeah. Ask Dan.
I know, I'm always telling people, I was like, ICP's always done music like Miracles. Has no one heard of Pass Me By or Nothing's Left?
No doubt, Nothing's Left is dope as shit too. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Now, some other questions we ask, like, say someone's in your area, like, or your city or your state. What are some good, like, local mom and pops, like, restaurants that you tell people that they need to try? That's absolutely good.
I'll talk with Spokane because that's like our main hub. Spokane, Washington. We go down there to do our shopping and like go get entertained. All the shows go through there, so we go down there to watch our shows. And so I'll talk about Spokane, I guess. One good one there, if you're talking breakfast, is Frank's Diner. It's like in an old train.
Nice.
Super bomb for breakfast shit. That or Molly's downtown's pretty decent for breakfast too. But what would be another one you need to go to if you're in Spokane is you need to try Indigenous Eats. Indigenous Eats is a native place they got there, and they got Indian tacos and different kinds of like stews and stuff and fry bread. So yeah, that's the spot I'd go to.
Oh, I haven't had a good Indian taco in a long time.
Hells yeah, you need to change that.
Yeah.
Get to the gathering. We might be making some of that. Now, people was talking about it after that stew and fry bread, John.
Oh yeah, everyone's talking about like a chili competition. I'm like, I want to be involved in that because if anyone's good at judging chili, it's your boy Don Chaos.
Hells yeah. That'd be the shit.
Now, what would be some like good places in Idaho that you would recommend to people that's like local, that's really good?
We got a spot here in Bonetown, Bonners Ferry, Kootenai River Inn, the Springs. That's the spot to go get some steak and stuff. There's some, what is it? Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. There's a lot of good spots. The Garnet Cafe is pretty dope for breakfast there. The Breakfast Nook. I'm a breakfast dude, I guess, That's what I mostly like. Oh, Coeur d'Alene. If you're ever in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, there's a little tiny hamburger joint downtown called Hudson's. It's been around since like 1909. And there's no fries. They just got burgers and pies. But the burgers are fucking bomb. Like it's an experience. And if you're ever in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, go to Hudson's for real.
Hell yeah. That's one thing I always support is I like to always support like local mom and pops businesses. Like we have so many good local spots here in Colorado that are like amazing.
Yeah, we had a pretty good Mexican restaurant when we were in Denver. We went for that Ouija Knievel show. And then we went down to that Meow Wolf. The Meow Wolf fucking thing downtown there. And just across the way there's a restaurant there, a pretty dope Mexican restaurant.
So I'm going to give you shit, Frankie, because I love you. But see, Frankie, there are good Mexican spots in Colorado. You just got to look for them.
Yeah, I did. I did a lot of research before we went to that one, too.
And that's why I tell people there are good local spots here, but a lot of them are like the local family-owned ones that are like good.
Yeah, usually taco truck style. I want to get the good shits. Yeah.
And have you ever been to the Roxy?
Yep, that was the only time I'd been there. That was dope, though. Hell yeah. Seen Make My Motherfucking Day. Seen Scum. Chopped it up with Scum afterwards. That was fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scum gives like some of the best advice. So that's like between Scum, Insane Poetry, Frankie Goldie, those three are in this like scene and culture have like given me some of like the best advice. Like they've always told me they've always said like, yeah, Don, we play our role in this community, but you as podcasters play your role too, letting us like artists come on and interview us. You guys play your role too.
The platform, that's a beautiful thing, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, and Scum is awesome. Dope as shit.
And anyone that's met him, he's like...
I love his style, right? IP style is crazy, like nice. Like he's so lyrical, but he's so clear. Like it's like, it's beautiful. Just like, it's just raw. Like, fuck yeah.
Right, and that's one thing I've always loved about Scum. You hear his music and you're like, oh, this guy must be a horrible person. And you meet him in person, he's the most chill, humble dude on the planet.
Yeah, he's hella cool, for real. Yeah.
And I like whenever Scum is performing, when he's not performing, he watches the openers and he shows support, and then he'll give people tips on advice and go, hey, you did good at this, but you just might need to work on this. And he gives like friendly advice.
Yeah, real down to earth, man. I was happy to meet him and chop it up with them. He even smoked a little with us, and you don't really do that much, so that was cool. Hit my pen and shit, did some Ranger shit.
Oh yeah, I've smoked with that guy and drank with that guy so many times. Like I remember, like every time when he first sees me, if I'm walking into the Roxy, the second he sees me, he pulls me to the bar and he's like, pour a drink for my boy Don.
Hells yeah, get some Jaeger going, yeah.
Yep, and he'll do that. He'll be like, Don, come do a shot with me. I'm like, okay. And when Scum offers to do a Jaeger shot with you, you don't say no.
That's right. Fuck it down, bruh.
Hell yeah. And speaking of advice, like who's given you like some in this like community or culture has like given you like some of the best like solid advice that you like needed to hear that you like keep with you at all times now?
You mentioned Frankie, man. Frankie's always got something cool to say, something wise, some kind of insightful shit that you probably didn't catch, or it's from a different perspective. You know, it's always getting some solid words and some confidence builders, or some like some suggestions on moves. You know, it's pretty cool. You know, I appreciate those type of things. I know one of them was Unhappy. Me and Unhappy chopped it up, and he was kicking game. You know. He was spitting knowledge to me and shit. So, like, I was trying to pick it up, I was trying to, like, I got taught you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. And so, like, a lot of times when they're kicking it like that, I'll be trying to listen and peep game more than I'm trying to talk and shit, But, hells yeah. Those are two that I appreciate their, things they got to say. And then, like, they care, man. They care. They ain't coming just to talk shit or just to say whatever. Like, coming from a place of like real caring, like there's so many people that are cool, like that, just their presence, a lot of people got all the homies, almost all the Rangers, Rangers is all love. And one comes to mind is Whoop Conda, just thank you for existing, he's always just love, like those type of things. I try to think of those type of ninjas when I'm doing shit, when I'm writing and when I'm making shit, and like, and I try to think of the community,
Hell yeah. And since Unhappy's here, I don't know if when you went to the Roxy, but did you try that pizza place that's up the street from the Roxy?
No, we just had the chicken strips and whatever they had there at the Roxy. I ended up just giving them away to some ninjas. I was like, there you go. But yeah, they were happy about it. That was cool.
I can't think of that pizza place at the moment. And I've been going to this pizza place for years, but Unhappy, what is the name of that pizza place up the street from the Roxy? Because I remember when Unhappy came here to Denver for the first time, I told him, go try that pizza place up the street. And then when he tried it, he's like, oh my God, that's fucking good. And it's like big New York style pizza to where you have to fold the pizza as you eat it.
Okay. Get that cheese pull like off a Goofy movie, huh?
Oh yeah, like I can't remember the name of that place. So Unhappy, if you can remember, what is the name of that pizza place? So when homies come here, they know what to try it. Well, he said he doesn't remember, but it was amazing.
It's gas though, huh? Hell yeah.
And if anyone's ever smoked with Unhappy, he's a fun person to smoke with. And Unhappy could tell you guys that Don Chaos is a fun dude to drink and smoke with.
Jeters, Vest and Jeters. Yeah, we was over in Juggle, Ohio 4, just living our best life. Living our best life.
Yep, like Unhappy said, it's just 2 blocks down from the Roxy.
Yeah.
So where do you?
That Lil, he's bringing that vest over to us. We're drinking that vest. It's like St. Louis's Fago. Yeah.
Hell yeah! And what would be like? What is plans this year for like Sizz? Like, do you have any shows coming up? Where are you hoping to like perform? Because I know we would definitely probably love to see you perform here at the 20th annual Gore Fest in Denver in October.
I would love to do that. That'd be so sick. That'd be such an honor to be there. Hells yes. Right now I got a show coming up on the 13th of June here. It's 13th of June in Cornelius, Oregon. It's like Northwest Portland. Like Northwest Portland style, 503 shit. Cornelius, Oregon at Louis Hideaway. I'm gonna be there with the Northwest Boogeyman is making his return. It's Tragedy 503. Tragedy 503. Knothead, the Northwest Maniac that's going to be, he's always stomping and killing shit around here in the Northwest. Who else is there? Public Drunken Sex is making their return. Sick Vicious. There's going to be a group of people there. It's going to be a party. Starts at 5, ends at 10. It's over at Louis Hideaway in Cornelius, Oregon, June 13th. We'll be killing that shit. Hells yeah. My first time in Portland, my first time rocking in Oregon in general. So I'm really excited for that shit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, for those that are wondering where Gore Fest this year, it's usually in September. It's in October this year. And for those that are wondering, if you come from out of state, it's totally free as long as you have your ID or if you have a military ID. And Unhappy's played Gore Fest. He could tell you Gore Fest is like really, it's an amazing experience. It's a very intimate experience and it's a good way to network. Like I've helped people network a lot where they're like, oh, let's do a track together that like never knew each other.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's packed with ninjas there, a bunch of performers killing it. Yeah, I'd love to be there. I remember when Billy was out there. I was trying to make it, but I wasn't able to. Yeah.
So yeah, if anyone has like the email, make sure you guys send what the email is for Scum so Sizz can play at Gore Fest.
Yeah.
And I love the Roxy. It's an amazing venue.
I love it too. I've only been there that one time, but it's hella cool. Yeah, it's a really cool spot. I can see the charm, you know, for real. Yeah. Yeah,
like I remember when I've had homies like just come there for a show or perform, they're like, damn, Denver knows how to throw down. Colorado has a great juggalo scene. I'm like, yes, we do.
Yeah, it is. It's tough. Represent, man. That's well known, yeah.
And what would be some solid advice that you would like give someone who's like an up and coming artist and stuff? What would be like advice from Sizz? What would be advice that you would give people?
Work hard, you know, work hard at it. Understand that it's going to take a lot of work and staying busy. Be cool, you know, don't burn bridges. You know, represent yourself well and represent yourself honestly. You know, do it real as you can do it.
Exactly. And that's what I would tell people too, or just do it for like passion. Like I do this podcast because I love this culture and community so much.
Yeah, that's what it is. I got music in my head that I have never been able to make yet, and that's what's driving me, is to finally get out there what's in my head. And I've made hella cool shit along the way, like really dope shit along the way, but very rarely have I made what's inside my head yet. And I can't wait till that shit starts coming out, on the regular, for real.
Hell yeah. And what would be something that you wrote to where you shocked yourself? You're like, oh, damn, I wrote that. I actually went there, like where you shocked yourself.
There's a line that we was just on Twitter on a live fucking around, and came up, somehow the word smorgasbord came up. And we're joking around about rhyming smorgasbord. And then, so in that song Skull Collapse, there's some bars in there about smorgasbord. It's just like fucking ridiculous. The whole couplet's there. That's like I'm happy about that because it was on some real jug shit. We were just bullshitting on the Twitter live, and that's when I came up with it. And then it's like one of my favorite, parts of Skull Collapse now.
Oh yeah. And one of the final questions we asked is like, what are like your top like 5 favorite movies that you can always watch no matter how many times you've seen it? And someone's like, haven't you watched that enough? And you're like, nope, I'll never get tired of these movies.
The number one movie always is Conan
Yes.
the Barbarian, the old school one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Like that one can always get run no matter what. I love the shit out of that movie, always have, ever since I first seen it as a little tiny ass guy, little tiny, knee high to a grasshopper ninja running around. So Conan the Barbarian is definitely on there. Number one on the list, usually, easily. Other movies that get it, Goodfellas. Goodfellas is one of my favorites.
Classic.
Always got to watch that one, That's hella good. I was always down for comedy shit, so like the one that was like always can get run is any of those Dumb and Dumber ones. I like them all. Yeah, they all work, I like them all. Because like back in the day, we'd always like watch the shit out of everything, and so we'd quote everything. We didn't have memes, so we just quote movies all the time at each other. Mm-hmm. so like that's what we watched those movies hella, like the funny movies like that. What else is something that could really fucking get it any time? Oh, Kill Bill. Kill Bills, both of those. Always. Like, I watch them at least like every year. Love those ones. What else is something? Old school Smoke Signals, old Indian movie. That can just be on as background noise and it just be dope as shit, Hey, Victor.
God, I haven't seen that movie in years.
Yeah. Yeah, those are some good ones. Jeez, what else would be a good one? I fucks with Star Wars shits too, so I can like throw some of those on and be cool with it,
Hell yeah, that's what I am. I'm definitely a big Star Wars buff.
Yeah, Mama was down to watch them shits, but yeah, Kill Bill and Conan are probably my 2 favorites. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And if you had to pick, what are your top like 5 favorite shows of like all time?
Like TV shows. Barely watch TV shows. Shit, that's a tough one.
I mean, it could be old TV shows that are even that are no longer on that you can never get tired of watching.
When I was a little kid and had no business watching Cheers, I used to watch Cheers a lot. I thought it was cool. The beginning song would always get me emotional though. Those piano licks. Yeah, that I would be like a little kid getting all emo listening to the theme song of Cheers. What else is a good show? Shit. What did I always watch? I don't even know. Don't watch too much TV,
Yeah, like one of my favorite comedies of all time will always be like King of Queens. I love that shit.
Yeah, I got into that. Yeah, Kevin James was pretty funny, and that Leah Remini was hot. She's cool. Good,
oh yeah, and then Jerry Stiller just stole that show.
Yeah, he was hella good on that one.
Like people always ask me, who am I gonna be when I'm older? I'm like, I'm gonna be like Arthur on King of Queens.
There you go. Yeah, the old menace.
What are some like favorite cartoons that you like absolutely love? Because people always tell me they're like, "Aren't you too old for cartoons?" I'm like, "No, you're never too old for cartoons. Never."
Yeah, back in the day, it was the Masters of the Universe. I was hella into He-Man. That G.I. Joe shit was hella dope. I was always, knowing is half the battle. Yeah. It's in the Snake Eyes, the Storm Shadow, Quick Kick. Those are my favorite guys.
Same.
Spirit, of course. I always had love for Spirit, the Indian dude. Tracker. What was the other one? The fucking Thundercats. Used to watch the Thundercats. Brave Star. That was one of the first representatives having an Indian guy on a fucking cartoon. Even though he was a space Indian, it's still cool.
You know what's crazy is we've never gotten a Thundercats live action movie.
What's that, man?
We've never gotten a Thundercats live action movie.
True. I was reading something and it was talking about perspectives, and it's like Mumra wasn't even the bad guy. He was just there. They landed on his planet and they started messing with him.
Yeah, it's like when you read those dark theories about cartoons and you see it all, like when you read the dark theory about Hey Arnold, you'll never look at it the same way.
Yeah, that was one of those moments. And they talked about, no, Mumra's indigenous. Those guys are just chilling, and they crashed on their planet and took over and did all this shit on their planet. It's like, oh, fuck. He's not the bad guy.
Yeah, I always quote Snarf from Thundercats. Like, if I have nothing else to say or I'll just randomly blurt out, I'll be like, Snarf.
Yeah, one of my bros does that all the time. I always hear that.
Or whenever my dogs bark, I do that. I go, Snarf.
Get him to chill out. Yeah, right. Caught him a little bit.
And now, since you said you love Masters of the Universe, are you actually excited for the new movie? I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'm going to check it out. Yeah, I think I am going to check it out.
And it looks like it's going to be a mixture of a comedy and a serious movie, which I love.
Yeah, I like that comic relief stuff in there. It's good to have. You can do a little of both.
And Skeletor looks like cool in that new one.
Yeah, that does look pretty cool. Yeah, I'm down with it. I'll see what I'm down to check out what they do. I think it'll probably be better than the other attempts.
Right, and I like how, like, in the trailer, like, he's, like, just sitting in an office. So it's like, just picture this buff dude, like, sitting in an office chair. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I'll have to check it out.
I'm definitely excited for, like, Avengers Doomsday. That's one I'm excited for.
Jeez, I didn't even know that one's coming out. I've been not paying attention.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr., y'all, playing Dr. Doom. How awesome is that going to be?
Oh, okay, yeah. He's back, but as Dr. Doom.
Right, and I think that's cool because how the original movies ended, he was a hero. Now you get a character who looks like the original character, but he's a villain. How dope is that?
Yeah.
And all I gotta say is that movie better open and have some MF Doom music in it. Just saying.
I hope so. It better. That's a hella fail if they don't do that.
Right, or if they don't pay homage to MF Doom in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I agree. I'll be disappointed if they don't. Yeah, you talk about this year. That's the only show I have up on right now is that June 13th boy in Portland. But got projects and shit on the way and whatnot, and working on some stuff like Council of Doom stuff. We were just in the lab yesterday or the day before, vibing on one of Apollin's beats. Oh, yeah. So we're checking that shit out, doing some stuff on some DSA stuff, Council of Doom, COD shit. We're gonna do me and Billy Main, Billy Defense and Sizz, Hoss Bros. That's gonna be a project coming out sometime this year. Yeah, looking for that. Hopefully we get it dropped before the gathering, but I don't know how it's gonna go. But Hoss Bros is forthcoming, and I can't wait for that shit. That shit's gonna go hard. That shit's going real fucking hard. I got a project on deck with Shaggy the Airhead. It's been a while. Like I've been working on this for a couple of years, but I'm waiting on a feature from Gloom Unit on that one, and I still got some writing to do for a couple tracks on that one to finish it out, round it out. I got another EP with Jigsaw, Slash Gang, Jigsaw Killer, Slash Gang shit. And fucking, we're gonna knock the shit out of that too. That's gonna be sick as fuck. So I just been taking my time. I've been holding on to those beats for a minute. I just want to make sure when I write that shit, it's what it deserves, you know. And when those come out, it'll be like fucking hot fire, fucking lava shit, you know. What we'll do. But we just been grinding and then we're doing our thing. Like the latest thing we did was that shit trash, that shit fire. That was hella fun. Fucking, I didn't even think I was gonna join it at one point, and because I was trying to make a video for the opening round, and I didn't quite get done. And Jiggy's like, just fucking send the song then, you know. So I was like, all right, sent the song, and it got me into the next round. So then we started going. You know, I know Juno. He's part of COD. He's MC in COD, Council of Doom, and also he films. He does the visuals. You know, he'll film the videos, and then we'll edit them together. And he does a lot of the editing shit. So like, yeah, we made a lot of those videos. The most recent ones was that stew and fry bread. That shit went hard. That was to represent the home shit, home life, home area, represent the loyal to the soil shit. And so stew and fry bread was real dope. That was fun. Got all the res kids, got the aunties and the mom out there, and it was just it was a vibe. Munched out and had a cool time hanging out. Then the last one in the last round we did, it was Hatchet Stay Sharp, and knocked that out. Did filming around the local area and shit. That was fun as shit too. So those are the two newest videos. Run them shits up. Fucking check it out. See what the area is like. Check out Sizz Long, Big Sizz, Council of Doom shit. Hell yeah, that's kind of shit we got going on for the year. I got the old school CDs. These are both on up on any platform. I don't got too many physical copies left right now. I got to re-up. But you can find the Council of Doom, boy. Just search Council of Doom. That's on everything. Then Sizz, Old Ways album. That's what's up. We got merch going on too. You know, bigsizz.com. BIGGSIZZ. BigSizz.com is a website. You can find some merch. And also Juno Kid got dabrangers.com. He got a lot of sick ass merch on there too, representing the Rangers. So yeah, those are like just some of the shits we got going. You hit me up, I'll get you some slaps, you know. Got
Hell yeah.
Got Lola Limbo, Guts, Gutter Goblin. She's the one who did this design. On Juno's website, there's some shirts with this design too. I got some slaps made up. The old Ranger helmet.
Hell yeah. I think I have one of those somewhere that Billy probably gave me.
Yeah, hell yeah, represent. And I represent the Seahawks this year with this one. I made sure. But yeah. So if you got me on socials or whatever, hit me up. I'll send you some slaps or whatnot and shit. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, if you get more CDs in, let me know. I'll definitely get some, and if you ever want to like contribute some to a future giveaway, just let me know.
Bet. That sounds fucking awesome, dude. I'll make sure when I re-up, I'll get you some.
Hell yeah. And what would be like, if you had to pick, like, is there someone like in the scene or in the industry, and they could be alive or not alive, but who's someone you would like love to absolutely work with?
Right now, it's like I got a huge list right now. I know Sagan Umo's on it. You know, Percy Bones is on it. Gloom Unit's on it. You know, of course, like the bucket list style shit. ICP, of course. You know, Ouija. Done some shit with Darby. I'd love to work with him again. He's fucking fresh as fuck all the time. Super lyrical, but it like you don't hardly like. It doesn't come off as it somehow, you know. But like he's fucking got bars and multis like crazy. You know, working with some Devereaux shit again. Like I fucking spazzed on that Hatchet Stay Sharp beat. So like fucking, I'd love to work with him again. He did that beat on Other Side Ride as well. You know, a lot of motherfuckers. Donnie Menace, I'd like to work with. There's Billy, man. Of course, I always love working with Billy, man. That's my brother. Yeah, make my motherfucking day, man. I really want to get some IP shit, you know, going. Dope as fuck.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see you working with IP Scum. I could even see you doing something with Smalls One, because she's got bars.
Yeah, she's dope. Fucking A's, yeah. Yeah, I'm down to work, you know, like, I have a hard time coming up with concepts and shit myself. I just like spazzing. So, like, if you want to work, fucking send me an open. I'll spaz on it, and I love that shit. But, like, when I'm trying to come up with concepts, it's a little bit more difficult. It takes me a lot longer. So if it's up to me, it's going to take a long time to get all my dream collabs. But, you know, hey, if you got an open, send it to me, and we'll get working, brodies.
Well, in the way I see it, nothing is impossible. Like, everyone is approachable now, which I love that a lot of these acts are like very approachable now to where anyone can like work with them now, which is dope.
Yeah, it's cool. Like that's what tripped me out about Twitter since the beginning. Like it just you can just holler at people and talk with them. It's just, usually there's like some kind of barrier, but like there's not. You just, you know, holler at people, chop it up, see how it goes, you know.
Hell yeah. So if you guys want Sizz to play the Gathering, make sure you guys let him know. Maybe we can even get Sizz to perform the annual Gathering Cypher that they do.
Yeah, that shit's cool as hell. That shit's pretty cool. They dropped that recently again, or did they just reshare it?
I think they just dropped it, but it was from last year.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if I missed it the first time and they reshared it, or if it was just freshly dropped from last year. Yeah.
Yeah, all I know is like Zitro had a great verse. Zitro's dope.
Yeah, dude's nice.
Hell yeah. Well, do you have any shout outs, and can the Hours of Chaos podcast get a shout out?
Oh, hell yeah. Shout out Don Chaos, the Karma Millionaire. Hell yeah. Shout out Hours of Chaos. Much love, Hours of Chaos. Shout out my Rangers. Shout out Fago Warrior. Hell yeah. Shout out Juno Kid. Shout out Loki. Shout out Whoopkana. Shout out Darkstar Assassins. ESA. Let's go. Shout out Billy Man, champion. He is the underground idol.
Yep.
So well deserved. Like, I was talking about that shit. I'd have been a little bit, my ego would have been fucking off, you know, out the charts happy if I won that shit. But every other part of me would have been like, man, this is kind of a travesty. Like, Billy earned this. This is Billy's thing, you know, like, so like I was happy to, you know, be there, compete.
Same here, and I've been following Billy since he started doing that competition, and every time I was like, one of these days, Billy needs to win, and he did.
Yeah, and I was earned it to the fullest, you know. He just came like with the hard ass jug shit. Both of those last songs that he wrote are fucking on point, like hella dope, and just like I kind of like think of it as like wrestling, even though it was a legit competition, you know, with real votes. Like I kind of think of it as wrestling, and like that was the finish that I wanted to see. That was the finish that everyone wanted to see, I think. And it was like it put a bow on it, so nice, you know. It wrapped it up nice, and you know, couldn't happen for a better person, you know. Billy fucking hella earned that throughout the years, and especially during the competition. That's
exactly.
My little brother. Love him. Yeah.
And that's what we got to do in this community. We gotta uplift each other, like right off of each other. Like if you see someone who needs help them up, because that's what we do in this community. We uplift each other no matter what we do, whether you're a music artist, you're an artist who does artwork, a fellow podcaster or content creator. We gotta uplift each other.
Yeah, we all rise, you know. We all rise together. That's what's up.
And like I tell people, the world's already divided enough as it is. We don't need that shit in our community. We can all still have differences and still be cool with each other.
Yeah, I think Lil Taffy hit it on the head earlier, I think, on Twitter. She's talking about, like, if you have an issue with somebody, you should probably just go talk to them.
Yeah.
You know?
She's right.
Don't throw out subliminals, and, you know, don't kind of throw out these vague things. Just handle it head up. Talk to them.
Yeah, talk about it like adults, and if the talking doesn't work, then just move on with your lives. That's simple.
Yeah, so I agreed with that. I like that. You know, it's easy to get caught up in drama, and it's easy to get caught up in your emotions, but like if you stay kind of aware, cognizant of that stuff, you can catch yourself before you slip too far down that hill.
Exactly, and like we've been saying, like we've been saying, life is also too short, y'all. So just remember, life is short.
Well, I think the internet, I think our phones are just like little anger packs, we bring around.
Basically.
And so it's really easy to get into a vibe of a complaining and like trying to nitpick and pick things apart. And I think it's just kind of like we get addicted to our feelings through our hypothalamus. Whatever it pumps out, it's going to want to pump out more, kind of. So when you get in these vibes and you get momentum on these, like, you want to be whiny, you want to be complaining and shit, like traffic, restaurants, all that type of shit. Like, you got to catch yourself and realize none of this shit's even worth complaining about. But like, if you don't, you'll be there being a pissy motherfucker all the time, being all shitty, and then you don't even realize it. But you're bringing the vibe down around people, and like, you're okay, you think you're fine, but everyone around you is like getting brought down and shit. So it's really important to be cognizant of like what you're thinking and what you're feeling, and make sure you're making the choice on how you react to how you're feeling.
Exactly. And if you see someone that maybe won an award, instead of getting mad at that person saying they don't deserve it, congratulate them and say, good job. Like, give them praise.
Oh, yeah. Anytime I see anybody get a dub, man, I love people winning. I love my fam winning. I love my friends winning. I love my people's winning. But like, in general, even if I don't fuck with you, or even like, you don't fuck with me, I still celebrate your wins. I still like to see you doing cool shit. It makes me happy to see you doing cool shit and winning, even if we're not that cool or whatever. I still like to see you catch dubs,
Exactly. Facts. But yeah, you're always welcome back on the show anytime. So whenever you have anything that you're about to drop or something, just hit me up and I will book a spot for you to come on here so you can promote it. You're always welcome back on here.
Hells yeah, I appreciate that, Brody, man. It's a great time on here, man. Like, yeah, been too long. I'm glad I'm finally on there. It's fucking been dope.
Hell yeah, and I hope to see you perform sometime. Like I said, there's a lot of my homies. Some of them I've never seen them perform, and I've always wanted to. So my goal this year is to try to see a lot of my homies that I've never seen perform.
Hells yeah. Yeah,
like when I saw Billy perform at Gorefest, and when he came here to Denver again, I was like, nope, never again. I'm never gonna miss a Billy set, never again.
Yeah, Billy kills it, man. I love that. Oh yeah, shout out fucking Willie Hayes and Fago Gang or Don't Bang. I performed in Tacoma on that John in Tacoma and Spokane on the northwest leg of that tour. So me and Billy put me on his set for the Spokane show. We rocked Ranger shit together. That was fucking fresh, and finished his set. And then jugging is all that I know. I don't fit in nowhere but gatherings. And then we went to Tacoma, and I had a full set there and rocked it. So shout out to Juggalo Professor for booking me for that shit. I appreciate you, Brody. And shout out to Willie Hayes for getting the whole fucking tour going together. And shout out to Billy, man. That's my Brody. Shout out to all the Fago Gang boys, man. Much love.
Yeah, I heard even Beastmaster played that at that show, and he said you guys got to meet and stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good. He ripped it too. Yeah, that was sick. It was unexpected kind of, and he tore it down. And we did get to officially. We met at the gathering and stuff, but we got to chop it up better. We had more time to kick it a little bit. It was cool.
Yeah, and I have a feeling you and me have met a few times at the gathering because, like I said, you've known me for a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no one's gonna be able to do what Fago Gang did. They performed in a subway, y'all, in New York. How dope is that?
That was fresh. Fuck yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna be able to top that ever.
Yeah, that was super fresh. I loved seeing that. That went everywhere too. A lot of that was getting shared everywhere.
Yeah, even people that are my friends that aren't juggalos send me this, and they're like, do you know something about this? I'm like, yeah, those are actually my homies, and they're like, no shit.
Yeah, that's fresh. Hells yeah.
So I guess it all happened for a reason. The carnival does provide. Billy won the Trash Fire tournament, and he did his first ever national tour. How dope is that?
Yeah, I love to see it. You know, he went from busboy to flyman.
And that's why I said when one of us wins, we all win. So remember, y'all, in this community, we all uplift each other.
That's right. We all go up. We all rise together.
And we all help each other through the tough times. So if someone's hitting y'all up, just remember, sometimes you might be that only person that person needs to talk to. So sometimes they just might need someone to talk to and vent to, which is good.
Speaking of Taffy, earlier she put out a tweet that said, "Cold call somebody today," and I loved that. I love that idea, and I'm gonna try to call someone later on after we get off this. Just hit somebody up that you haven't talked to in a grip. You know, just hit them up.
Yep, like my DMs are always open. I always tell people, if you need to talk and just vent, I'll just sit there and listen, and then I'll give advice if I need to. But even if you don't need advice, I'll just sit there and listen because I care.
Yeah, do you need help with a solution, or you just need an ear? I can do whatever, you know?
Yep, or if anyone lives close by, I'll say, come over and we'll just smoke a little bit and chill.
Yeah. Connect, yeah. Beautiful thing.
Hell yeah. Well, I love you, man.
People, you know, it gets crazy sometimes. A lot of people get caught in their emotions and like want to have rivalries and here and there, you know, and get feelings hurt and stuff. But ultimately, this scene is just fucking amazing. It's a beautiful scene, and I try to focus on the good shit, you know. I try to focus on the dope shit because that's what I want more of, you know. And I think that yin and yang, it's half or half. It just, to me, it means that in life there's half of everything. There's half of the negative and there's half of the positive. And so being that there's half of everything around, like whatever you're focused on is what you're gonna get and see. So I try to focus on the positivity for the most part, you know. But we all get caught up in that shit sometimes. But I try to stay positive, you know.
Hell yeah. Well, I love you, bro, and I'm proud of you. And once again, thank you for coming on. You're always welcome on here, like I said.
Oh yeah, much love. I love you too, dog. Fuck yeah, appreciate it, man. This has been fresh as fuck, and man, it's an honor. It's an honor, brother.
Hell yeah, and if you want, you're free to mingle in the chat with everyone and stuff for the remainder of the show.
Hell yeah. Rangers.
All right.
Yeah, Rangers, Dark Star Assassins, COD, Coatney. Much love, y'all. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Hell yeah, y'all. And that was Sizz. So we're going to take a music break. Make sure you guys do check his links down below. So we do have links to his social medias as well as his YouTube, so you guys can go play his music. And yeah, we're going to take a quick music break, and then we'll come back with some topics. So if there's any topics you guys want me to touch on, feel free to share them in the chat, because that's the one thing I've been forgetting sometimes on these episodes is like doing topics. So if you guys have any topics you want me to talk about, let me know. If there's a song that's out and you guys want to know if I heard a song, go ask me. So we're going to take a quick music break, y'all. And then we will be right back with the Hours of Chaos podcast, episode 295, y'all. Again, we are almost at 300 episodes. 300 episodes, y'all. So we're going to take a music break right now, y'all. Enjoy some music from the homies, Dead Body Corporation. If you guys don't know about my homies, Dead Body Corporation, y'all need to. So they're like Darby. They're on some Swampalo shit. That's what we call it. When you're from somewhere where there's swamps, we call it that Swampalo stuff. That Swampalo stuff. So we'll be right back, y'all. So feel free to mingle in the chat, y'all. Again, enjoy some music. We're going to take a music break. Shouts to Sizz for coming on, and shouts to my bros, Dead Body Corporation. This is a Swampalo Juggalo anthem. This song is called Welcome to the Swamplands.
You hear that? That ain't frogs.
called breathing. And once you step off dry ground, there ain't no leaving.
Welcome to the swampland, where the gators either dead, mystics and witches laying X's on your head. In the swampland, where the old gods are alive, moons calling bone and wood, invoking them tonight. In the swampland, where the outlaw stalks his prey, walking with the wolf again, we breaking off them chains. In the swampland, welcome to the swampland. You made a mistake just by waking up the beast, cause the swamp round berserker only rises up the feast. In the swampland, you be best to tread light, taking form of claw and fur on the hunt nightly. Moon in the water got my silhouette twisted, runes in my palms got the old gods whispering. Boots in the mud, hear the bones when I step, every move calculated, every breath is a threat. Predator patience, I don't strike out of panic, I let the fear cook slow till the soul go manic. You wear sheep's wool, but I smell that lie, got that wolf in my blood and I see through the skies. Chains on my spirit, but they snapped in the march. Now I drag them through the dark and leave them rusted in parts. Swamp fog thick when the verdict is passed. Only judgment I need is a howl when I lash. In the swampland, where the gators either dead, mystics and witches laying hexes on your head. In the swampland, where the old gods are alive, moons calling bone and wood, invoking them tonight. In the swampland, where the outlaw stalks his prey, walking with the wolf again, we breaking off them chains. In the swampland, welcome to the swampland. Spines start crawling when the moon get hot, veins turn hot when the human part die. Jaw lock twitching like it don't feel right, hands curling the claws and my eyes burn white. Skin pulled tight till it tear on the bone, and your heartbeat stagger at the pain on my dome. My breath come heavy through a throat full of change, and every ounce of the man that gets lost in the fangs. I don't hunt the lost, I just hunt the self-righteous, the ones who preach clean but they dead behind their eyelids. Blood get loud in your neck when you panic, when the truth hits sharp and your mask gets damaged. Weather in the fog, I am breath when I close. You ain't pray by chance, there's a reason you chose. No scream in the fog, cause the moss eats the sound, and the moon watch quiet while the guilty go down. In the swampland, where the gators either dead, mystics and witches laying hexes on your head. In the swampland, where the old gods are alive, moons calling bone and wood, invoking them tonight. In the swampland, where the outlaw stalks his prey, walking with the wolf again, we breaking off them chains. In the swampland, welcome to the swampland. Mud on my boots, but the sigil still glow. Blood in the water, tell me which way to go. Gators don't blink when the bodies sink low. If the swamp goes silent, then you already know. Mud on my boots, but the sigil still glow. Blood in the water, tell me which way to go. Gators don't blink when the bodies sink low. If the swamp goes silent, then you already know, bitch.
I've been so high, cause I've been so low lately. I ain't tryna hide, I just rather ride solo, baby. Tears in the crowd, like sweat in the dodo, baby. I'ma go anywhere, go crazy. If I'm going anywhere, go crazy. I go again with the pick of the purpose, started off at the bottom, hidden and buried, worried the double soft. Swim up out of the deep and drying this water off. But I had bought it up and brought a message I got across. Cross my heart, hope to live in a lot of thoughts inside of my head. The way I'm thinking exhausting. Needed to disappear, same nigga you all seen. That'll be on scene like a celebrity on screen. Evidently you be this type of be yourself aside. I forgive the enemy, lovers of it never died. I'll be out of negativity that can rectify. But I'm a threat to guys with lies, I'll leave a petrified. If you needed some kind of a confirmation, a concrete conversation, talk to Jason, the common sense to calm the congregation, the constant change of consequence, chase to the high. I've been so high, cause I've been so low lately. I ain't tryna hide, I just rather ride solo, baby. Tears in the crowd, like sweat in the dodo, baby. I'ma go anywhere, go crazy. anywhere, go crazy. Lately my mind been racing based on shots on my reflection. Feeling vacant, faith been lost in misdirection. Heart been patient, pain my only recollection. Trying to face it, still I'm craving disconnection. Feeling shame, bro, just a shadow in confession. Every scar I gained became another lesson. Roll another one and let the smoke be my confessor. Howling at the moon, it's the only one that listens. Backseat vision blurry, dreaming of a sunlight. Head still dirty from the days I had the gunfight. Soul still sturdy, but the mind been on the run, right? Chasing in a piece, but it's always been out of one sight. Falling like an angel, halo bending in the rear view. Voices in my head getting louder than a clear view. Trying to keep composure, I just pray to see the fear through. If I go anywhere, then I'm taking all my tears too. I've been drowning slow, trying to breathe through the ache. Feeling every load like a tide on a lake. Every time I heal, there's another heartbreak. But I still drive slow with my pride on the brakes. Voices in my head be singing me lullabies, telling me to hold on, but I'm barely getting by. Told the pain to stay and it became an alibi. Now I'm numb to the hurt, it's a hell of a high, goddamn.
I've been so high, cause I've been so low lately. I ain't tryna hide, I'll just rather ride solo, baby. Tears that I cry, like sweat in the dojo, baby. If I go anywhere, go crazy. If I'm going anywhere, go crazy.
What is up, y'all? We are back. We are back. What's up, Sizz? So yeah, we're gonna get into some topics of the night, and then we'll get out of here. Again, make sure you guys check the links down below to our guest, Big Sizz Nasty. Go check out his music. Follow him on all social media. Of course, shout outs to my sponsors, Blind Death Clothing. Make sure you guys check them down below. Also check my official merch store, which is called Official Chaos Drip, down below. And if you check on the exclusive Carnival Spirits merch store, you can get this new Dawn Chaos design available on stuff. So yeah, that fresh new design that everyone loves. Yeah. So we're back. So as I get the topics lined up, and if there's any topics you guys want me to talk about in the chat, let me know. So as I get the topics ready, just enjoy some of these clips.
Do you know that I can see you?
Yep. Oh. Yeah. Yep, yep. Oh. Yep, yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep, yep. Yep, yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep, yep. Yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Oh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to get like a green screen or something. But yeah, if there's any topics you guys want me to talk about, feel free to share them in the chat. Yeah, I am gonna have to refresh. Hold on, y'all. All right, hopefully that's better. Hopefully that's better. So now let's go ahead and get into our topics. of course, for those that don't know, coming up, we have... Oh, that already happened. Never mind. But the homie IP, Insane Poetry, is booking right now for his Killing the Stage tour in mid-July. So if you guys want to Insane Poetry to come to your area and perform, just email bookinginsanepoetrylsp@gmail.com and then ask how you can also open up for the homie IP. So hit that up. Again, y'all, this is for IP's up-and-coming tour called the Killing the Stage Tour. You can guarantee he will be doing a stop here at the Roxy in Denver. Also, again, for those that don't know, where Gorefest is normally in September, this year Gorefest is going down in October. And the dates are October 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And this is the 20th annual Gorefest, y'all. So if y'all have ever wanted to come to a Gorefest, this is the one to come to because it's the 20th annual Gorefest, which means Gorefest has been going down here in Denver, Colorado for 20 years. And we've had a slew of people headline Gorefest, a who's who. We've had Ouija Mac headline one year. We had Darby headline one year. We've had Isham headline one year. We've had Mastermind headline one year. We had Isham and Mastermind do a Nodis set headlining one year, which was dope. So if you like the wicked shit and everything, Gorefest is definitely one of those. Again, it's a good place to mingle and connect, whether you can meet fellow content creators or music artists and make connections happen. I've networked a lot at Gorefest. I've booked a lot of guests for the Hours of Chaos podcast actually at Gorefest, as well as like shows at the Roxy. I've been able to link up and book people to come on the podcast here. Same with at the Gathering. I've been able to do that. So when I'm at the Gathering or any event, yeah, I'm having a good time, but I'm also networking, which is dope. I like to network. Like if I see an act that's awesome or someone that's doing something in our community, I'm like, hey, you want to come on and promote? Come on the Hours of Chaos podcast. We will come on and promote you. So yeah, we also have another new track that's out that no one, hopefully y'all have heard it, but this is the track Mask Up by my homies Mask Gang. Go check this out. Mask Gang is like a really dope super group. It's one of those dope super groups coming that's here in the underground and our Juggalo wicked shit horrorcore scene. Hit up this track and hit up all the individual members of Mask Gang, which Mask Gang consists of the homie Irate, House of Dismemberment, Freak Show, Spec One, and Chuckles. So if you don't know about Mask Gang, you should. Pull your head out your ass. Yes, like and share as well. So yeah, check out the newest track from Mask Gang, Mask Up. They are working on their debut project as we speak. So whenever that debut full-length project is coming, you guys will know, and we will book all of Mask Gang to come on here to promote that. And if y'all have never seen Mask Gang perform, y'all really need to. It's a great experience. Just like if you've never seen any of the individuals of Mask Gang perform, y'all need to. Individually, they're all dope, but when you bring them all together as Mask Gang, they are dope. We have some other shows coming up. This is a dope lineup. We have the Endless Fires show, which is going down August 15th and the 16th in Syracuse, New York at Narkis Event Center, and 3-6 Mafia is headlining here. We have Project Pat performing. We have Circle Jerk performing. We have Lil White performing. So it looks like a lot of this is like artists that are influenced by that Memphis sound. And what else? Who else do we have performing on here? We have none other than Ouija Mac performing on this show. So that alone is a very good, dope lineup. Very dope lineup. Very dope lineup. Yeah, Ouija Mac opening up for 3-6 Mafia and Project Pat. That is dope. Because anyone that knows Ouija Mac was heavily influenced by that Memphis sound. We all are. A lot of us were influenced by that Memphis sound. Yes, I live on the West Coast, and I do love all styles of hip-hop, but the hip-hop that speaks a lot to me is that West Coast stuff, because I grew up on the West Coast, but I also love that down south type shit. A lot of that Memphis type stuff. You know, Hypnotize Minds, you know, No Limit Records, Outkast, all that. So Southern hip hop has a very special place in my heart, besides West Coast. Yeah, it's a dope lineup. And another dope MC that we have that's going on tour. If no one's ever seen this individual perform, you all need to. I've seen this individual perform at The Gathering, and he kills it live. I'm talking about none other than Twisted Insane. Twisted Insane is going on tour. And if none of y'all have ever seen Twisted Insane or heard his music, you need to definitely see Twisted Insane live. Like I said, I saw him at The Gathering 2018, and he killed it. The lineup that night for The Gathering was Isham, then it was King ISO, Twisted Insane, Tech, and then I believe ICP for their Hell's Pit set. That was a dope lineup for that night at The Gathering. Yeah, Twisted Insane is a spitter, and like I said, anyone that's never seen him live, y'all really need to. Twisted Insane, he's literally what his name is. He's twisted, and he's insane. See, Sizz knows Twisted Insane is amazing. Yeah, definitely listen to definitely look up a lot of Twisted Insane's music, Mikey. You won't be disappointed, whether it's his solo music or music that he's done featured with people. Like, definitely check out the 2 tracks that Twisted Insane has done with Tech. Look up Worldwide Choppers, because Twisted Insane's on that song with Tech along with others. And then look up the song So Dope by Tech9, which also has Twisted Insane featured on there, along with Recognize and Snow the Product. So there you go, Mikey. Definitely look up Twisted Insane's solo work and those 2 songs that he's done with Tech that I told you about. Yeah. Yeah, Twisted Insane going on tour, so I'm going to try to hit up that. Like I said, the main goal this year is to try to hit up the Gathering. Let's see, what else do we have? If you guys haven't, make sure you listen to the new Darby O'Trill and Scum track, which is going to be off the up-and-coming Scum album. Again, like I said, I love when Scum and Darby come together. What I want to hear is a full-length Scum and Darby collab album. Excuse me. I think if Scum and Darby did a full-length album together, I think that would be dope. Like, all the music that Scum and Darby have done over the years is so dope. So dope. And this track is called Stop Playing. And it's a very dope track. Like I said, you just listen to any of the music that Scum and Darby have dropped together over the years. Fire. Fire. Lyrical murder, you might say. What else do we have? Like I said, if you guys have any topics that I should touch on, feel free to talk about it in the comments. Again, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, share this everywhere so we can beat YouTube's algorithm. That's a good question. I've not heard it yet, but I am going to listen to it. Most guaranteed. What did y'all think of it? For anyone who has heard the new Ouija Mac track, what did you guys think of it? I have not heard it yet, but I have plans to listen to it. I'll probably listen to it afterwards, or I'll do a reaction. Maybe I'll do a reaction video. I don't know. That's another thing. If y'all want me to react to y'all's stuff, just send it my way and I will do a reaction video to it. Just, again, don't spam me, but if y'all want me to react to your stuff, just let me know and I will do a reaction. I will record a reaction, or sometimes I'll do a live reaction here on the show. Because that's what I like doing too, is reactions when new music drops. I thought it was good. You saw Ouija Mac set at Hollow Wicked and he nailed it. Oh yeah, Ouija Mac kills it live. That's one thing I've always told people. Ouija Mac kills it live. And I love how his set is different every time. Like, he always performs different songs. Like, obviously he's going to perform those joints that a lot of us love, but no Ouija Mac set is the same. Don't listen to these fucking idiots that are telling you, once you see a Ouija Mac set, it's all the same. You've seen them all. No, trust me, Ouija Mac always performs a different set every time. Every tour, every gathering. Obviously, he'll play those songs that we all love. But do not listen to those fucking morons who are telling you that Ouija Max performs the same set every time. That is bullshit. That is bullshit, and that person is talking out the ass. And their ass should be where their mouth is, because they're talking out their ass. And obviously this person's probably only seen Ouija Mac one time that's saying that, or a few times. Always plays different, has a different set every time. Every tour, he has a different set. Every gathering, he does a different set. Every Juggle Ohio, he does a different set each night and has a different themed set for Juggle Ohio. So I will tell you, to the fucking moron who says that all Ouija Mac does is play the same songs over and over, you're stupid and you might have some brain damage. Or you might have drunk yourself stupid. I've seen Darby like 4 or 5 times. And all the times I've seen Darby, he always does a different set too. Darby always performs a different set every time I see him too. Like obviously he'll perform the songs that people love, but he always changes it up, and I love that. Same with Tech. Yeah, Tech will perform those songs that people love, but he'll change it up a bit. Like when I recently saw Tech recently here in Denver, he played a lot of his old school shit, like a lot of his old shit that people love. Tech played a lot of his old music here recently that everyone loves. He played a lot of his really old stuff that people love. See, that's how you know artists know their audience, when they know what songs get people going. Same when E40 was performing. E40 played all the songs that we love by E40. What's up, Lowe's? Yeah.
I found a few options. There's Lowe's Home Improvement.
Alexa, stop. See, my technology was trying to talk for no apparent reason. Y'all ever had that happen where your device went off at 3 a.m. for no apparent reason? I've had that happen. Shit was scary. Scared the shit out of me. I didn't even say anything, and my device just started talking at like 3 a.m. and it was literally 3 a.m. Scary as shit. Scared the shit out of me. Well, especially if it happens late at night. That shit is scary. I almost scared the hell out of myself turning the street. Yeah, that is spooky shit. It really is. Shouts to Lazy and Crazy, y'all. Yeah. Anywho, what are some other topics you guys want me to talk about? I just went on a whole tangent, but that's what I like to do. You guys know me. I speak from the heart and the soul. I don't sugarcoat shit. Who knows? Maybe we can all get a sponsorship through Lazy and Crazy. How would you guys like to see that? How many of y'all would like to see a Sizz Nasty exclusive Lazy and Crazy drop? Because we know Shaggy the Airhead likes to do a lot of these exclusive drops. How dope would it be to see a Sizz Nasty Lazy and Crazy drop? How dope would it be to see an official Don Chaos Lazy and Crazy drop? Like imagine your boy Don Chaos as the Grim Reaper. Imagine an official Don Chaos Lazy and Crazy drop. I'm just saying, how dope would that be? What's up, Shaggy? I love you, bro. I know he's probably tuning in, if not now, later. Love you, bro. Always happy to see Shaggy when we link up. I love Shaggy the Airhead's music. I love his music. He's a dope producer. You can tell Shaggy the Airhead is definitely a protege. That he learned a lot from Mikey Clark. Like Shaggy the Airhead has those dope beats that bang, but also Shaggy can really bring out like ICP's like very clowny vibe to their music. So you can tell that Shaggy the Airhead learned a lot from listening to Mikey Clark, which is dope. Like you could tell. Like whenever ICP wants to do that banging beat, Shaggy can do that. But if you want to hear ICP do their very clowny shit, Shaggy can do that very well too. What up, MJ Daniels? What up from the beautiful old Wyoming? What up to our neighbor of the north, Wyoming? We've had Wyoming in the chat tonight. We have all the surrounding states here in the chat tonight. We have Wyoming, we have Idaho, we've had Montana. I'm sure somewhere we've had someone from Utah tuning in. And then we have Colorado and then New Mexico. All these states, our region of the country, y'all. Hell yeah. Yeah. What other topics can I talk about? Oops, hold on. Iowa, don't come. You guys heard it there. Lowe's said he's in Iowa, don't come. Mikey's from Texas. Hell yeah, Texas in the house. Now we do have, I think for our last, it's not really much of a topic. You guys know when we get close to ending the show, we usually announce who our next guests are going to be on the show. And trust me, we've been getting guests booked a lot lately. I've been really able to book a lot more guests lately. So the best thing to do, y'all, is if you ever want to be on the Hours of Chaos podcast, hit me up ahead of time and hit me up on Instagram and we'll work something out. Because I like to book people ahead of time. That's me showing respect to my guests. I like to book my guests ahead of time so then they have time to promote being on the show. And then if that way they have the date booked, so then they can be like, okay, I can't do anything else to stay. I have the Hours of Chaos podcast. So I like to make it work for my guests. So for those that don't know, we used to be live on Thursdays. Now we are live every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, same time, just different day, which is perfect. So yeah. If you guys know anyone who does music that wants to come on the Hours of Chaos podcast, have them hit me up. Or if they're an artist, like they do artwork, have them hit me up. If they have their own clothing company, have them hit me up. If they're a model, an influencer, someone that does something in this community and culture, a comedian, a professional wrestler, have them hit me up. Whether you're up and coming or someone who's been around for a while, we like to have different guests on here. Guests that people know, guests that people somewhat know, and then up and coming people that people don't know, but they're going to know who they are, especially after they've been on the Hours of Chaos podcast. We need to collab on a stream. I'm down. I am down. I'm totally down. So what do you guys think? Should I still get a co-host for the Hours of Chaos podcast? Or should I just continue to do it by myself like I've always done and see what comes along, Yeah. If you guys have any other topics, just let me know right now in the chat, because you guys make this show. You guys make this show too. I don't just make this show. You guys make the show. The chat makes the show. That's why this is the show for the culture, for the community, for the people. And I'm also down if people want to interview me too. I've been having people hit me up to be interviewed on people's podcasts. I've had people hit me up to interview me, which is dope. So not only am I down to interview other people, I'm down to even be interviewed, I think as other influencers, we should be able to interview each other as well. Because again, we all play our way, play our role. That's the word I was looking for. Play our role in this underground community, this underground Juggalo community. We preach individuality here. You can still have differences with each other and still be cool with each other. There's a lot of people in this community that I have differences with, but I can still be respectfully cool with them. Because that's what we are supposed to be as Juggalos. Individuals, y'all. Individuality. But we still have the same morals, obviously. The same person you guys see on here is the same person you guys have met in person. Very chill, mellow, down to earth. I am what I am, and that's all I'll ever be. However that song by Popeye goes, I am what I am, and that's what I'll always be. Something. Oh yeah, I'm down. I'm totally down. But yeah, we do have guests lined up. So unless there's a topic that anyone else wants to talk about, we do have guests booked for the next few weeks, y'all. So the best thing is if y'all want to be on the show is just hit me up ahead of time so I can make that trailer for the whole month. Like, because a lot of people love when I make those trailers showing the schedule, who's all going to be on the show during the month. So just make sure y'all get at me ahead of time, because I want to get back into making those trailers that I used to make. So then when people are like, okay, who's going to be on the Hours of Chaos podcast this month? And they come on the channel and then they watch that trailer for the month. And they're like, okay, this is all who's going to be on for the month. And I like doing that. I put a lot of work into doing that. And that's like the collaborative work that me and a lot of my guests do. Because they put in a lot to make those clips too. Because sometimes I always tell a lot of my guests, you can either just do a flat out video saying the date to come on the show, or you can make it funny or entertaining. And we've had some people send in some really funny, entertaining clips. It's like, yes. Like I said, I also just want to interview fellow Juggalos that are doing stuff as well. If you're a Juggalo who has your own business, I'd like to hear about it. I also like to hear about people's Juggalo origin story. That's what I call it. So I'm the one that came up with that, where I say Juggalo origin story. Yeah, I like to hear people's Juggalo origin story. I love to hear that. And I just love to talk music and everything about this culture and community. I love it. Because I love this culture and community so much, y'all. It's been in my life for 28 years, y'all. Trust me, y'all. It may not seem like it, but 28 years is a long time. That's close to 30 years. Next year's going to be 29 years that I've been a part of this culture and community. And after that will be 30. Holy crap. I am what I am. I'm a hooligan. Yes, classic song. Yes. Now I need to go listen to that song. Sizz, I have not heard that song in a long time. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Classic Big B. That is someone who I would love to interview, is Big B. That. Big B is dope. I love Big B. It's funny because a few months ago, Sizz, I was listening to a lot of Big B. I was like, God, I miss those days. Does everyone remember the days when we had the Big Three? If y'all been around for a while, you know the term big three. The big three back in those days is Psychopathic, Suburban Noise, and Strange Music. The big three. And I liked when a lot of those labels, they were doing tours together. And not only were these artists and groups on the labels doing tours together, they were doing collab music with each other and appearing on each other's albums, which is dope. So yeah, I loved those days when you would be listening to like a Suburban Noise album and there would be someone from Psychopathic on a Suburban Noise album or someone from Strange Music on a Suburban Noise album. You listen to a Psychopathic album back then and you would have someone from Strange Music and Suburban Noise on there. Sometimes you would have artists from all three labels doing a track together, which was dope. The big three, that's what they are known as, the big three. So yeah, I loved those days when people would, from different camps, would just come together and they would do tours and music together. That was so dope. And I'm glad we're starting to see all that come back. We had our own little world. We had our acts that we listened to. Where everything else in the mainstream was going on, we're like, oh, yeah, that's cool and everything, but we have our big three here. We have Psychopathic, Strange Music, and Suburban Noise. And now you have LSP. LSP's blowing up. I remember when LSP started out as just a local-based Colorado label, y'all. I've been there for years. And I remember when Scum said, we're signing our first acts to LSP that are out from outside of Colorado. And the first act that they signed to LSP outside of Colorado was Dark Half, R.I.P. Gino. It was Dark Half, and then it was followed by Smalls One, because Smalls One, you know, is from Albuquerque, New Mexico. LSP's been getting big. You know, LSP's been in the game for 26 years. That's insane. Yes, Head PE before we demanded that they play the Clue. Yeah, see, Sizz is talking about them all old days. Hell yeah, and so is Lowe's. Yeah, I miss those days when artists were like doing tracks together. Sometimes you would get separate tracks from camps, or sometimes you would get a track with all three artists from all three labels on a track together. That was dope. So yeah, the big three, y'all. Like I always said, like, cause you know, years ago, Suburban Noise and Strange Music and Suburban Noise would always do an annual tour together. It would be artists from Strange Music and Suburban Noise doing a tour together, and it was called the Strange Noise Tour. Imagine if they added Psychopathic to that tour, and this has a good ring to it. If it was Psychopathic, Strange Music, and Suburban Noise, it would have been called the Psycho Strange Noise Tour. Or the Strange Psycho Noise Tour. But I like Psycho Strange Noise Tour. That. Just imagine that back in the day, y'all, if that would have happened. The Psycho Strange Noise Tour. Ooh. All of Psychopathic, Strange Music, and Suburban Noise on a tour and bringing different acts every time. Ooh, damn. But yeah, like I said, Suburban Noise and Strange Music used to do the Strange Noise tour together back in the day. That's their tour they would do together. And I remember one year, I think Blaze the Dead Homie was performing that tour. So they did have a psychopathic act. But could you imagine seeing that? Seeing Tech Nine, Cottonmouth Kings back in the day, and ICP and all their acts on their label all on one tour? Dude. How did no one think of that? And it sucks because I never got to go to the Strange Noise tour back in the day, Lowe's. So if you got to go to that tour back in the day, Lowe's, you're lucky. I never got the chance to go to the Strange Noise tour. I wanted to. It would be a Willy Wonka too, right? But it would be involving Strange, Psychopathic, and Suburban Noise. So yeah. Yeah, basically would be a Willy Wonka 2, which would be dope. Except the Willy Wonka tour was ICP, Tech Nine, Cottonmouth Kings, and Bone Thugs and Harmony. So yeah, unless there's no topics that people want to talk about. I've lost count how many times I've seen KMK. I've lost how many times I've seen KMK live. It's been a lot, just like I've seen Tech so many times. And I'll never get tired of seeing a lot of these acts that I've seen before because they always perform different sets. A lot of these acts that I love, they always perform a different set. Like, yeah, obviously they're going to perform the songs that people know and love. Yes, but they'll also change up their set. A lot of the artists I listen to, they know the music that people love, but they also change up their set. They'll put in the stuff that people know and they'll mix some other stuff in there. And I love that. And that goes on to my rant earlier, like what I said. And that's why I promote the hashtag. And I want everyone to start using it in your posts, whether you're an artist, an influencer, or someone who's known in this community and culture. I want to see a lot of y'all starting to use the hashtag Underground Unity, hashtag Underground United, not divided. Because there's a lot of people trying to create division here, and I think it's bullshit. So yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up, but we do have guests booked next week for the Hours of Chaos podcast, y'all. We have 2 different flyers to show. Same guests, just 2 different flyers. And if anyone ever wants to make flyers for the Hours of Chaos podcast, let me know. Let me know. So yeah, Sizz says right there, Underground United, not divided. Those are the hashtags I want to see a lot of everywhere. Underground United, not divided. Hashtag Underground Unity. Hashtag Underground United in general. Because just because the outside world is divided, y'all, doesn't mean we need to be divided. Just saying. So yeah, we have guests booked. And these guests next week, these guys have been in the game for years. And they are making their debut on the Hours of Chaos podcast. These guys have been around for years. You've seen them as individual artists. But next Wednesday, they are going to be coming on the Hours of Chaos podcast for the first time together. And like I said, these 2 guys have been in the game for years. Can you guys guess who they are? our guest for the Hours of Chaos podcast, drum roll. Where is the drum roll sound? Let me get the drum roll sound. Our guests making their debut on the Hours of Chaos podcast. These guys have been making a lot of noise. That is right. We are getting Isolated Beings on the Hours of Chaos podcast. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. And look at that dope flyer. Like I said, these dudes have been in the game for years. Years, y'all. And these guys have made music individual, but together they are coming on the Hours of Chaos podcast as the Isolated Beings. They've been around for years, y'all. So yeah, Isolated Beings, y'all, next Wednesday on the Hours of Chaos podcast. Oh, yeah. Holy shit is all I got to say. So make sure you guys tune in. And yeah, if no one has anything else to touch on, I will see you guys possibly this weekend. I'll possibly be doing a Chaotic Clown Lounge Sunday because I have not done one of those in a while. So I'll probably do that, or just this weekend in general. You guys can guarantee I will be doing some stream, but I don't just stream. I like to do pre-recorded content. So I'll be recording stuff. If there's an album you guys want me to review, or if you guys want me to review your albums, send them to me in the mail and I will review them, because that's what I'm doing. I don't just do this podcast, y'all. I do reviews. I do this podcast. I do a hangout stream where I just hang out with a lot of my peeps and we just hang out. And sometimes I'll maybe record the occasional comedy random video. And so, yeah. The Chaos Theory video series is still coming back, y'all. So make sure you guys tune into that. That is exclusively Carnival Spirits. So there is going to be a new Chaos Theory video coming. But that Chaos Theory video is going to be a live Chaos Theory video where I normally do the Chaos Theory videos. And for those that don't know what my Chaos Theory videos are, they're like what if scenarios in like the underground or Juggalo world. And I do like what ifs, basically, but I call it Chaos Theory when I come up with cool theories or what if scenarios. So I do those, and those are usually pre-recorded. But this one I'm going to be doing live, and it's going to be exclusively on Carnival Spirits. And that Chaos Theory video is going to be how the second deck is connected, whether ICP did it unintentionally or intentionally. So if they did it unintentionally, very smart and clever. And if they did it intentionally, very smart and clever. So there's links to that second deck connection playlist that I made here on the YouTube channel. So make sure you guys listen to that playlist so you can do your homework and research. So when I do that that Chaos Theory video, yep, chaos over everything. Anywho, but yeah, when I do that live Chaos Theory video, you guys will be up on the research on what I'm talking about, because this theory, I can't pre-record it. I have to talk about it in person with you guys. So this is a Chaos Theory that's going to be live because I have so much that I want to talk about. Oh, without a doubt, Misery. Come on now. Misery's dope. That's my homie. Shouts to my dudes at Spanish Side. I love that. Misery Perla Isla, and I probably butchered that name, but I love that EP. If you guys also haven't heard that Misery album, Angel and Demon, you really should. It's really dope. One of my homies did a lot of production off of that album. Like, listen to Torn Possession by Hell yeah. Well, thank you for tuning in, Native. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Hell yeah. So yeah, you guys already know who I am. Make sure you peep the links down below. Follow me on social media. Peep the links down below and check out our guest, Big Sizz Nasty. Check him out. There's links to his social medias, is where you guys can also hear his music, and other links, as well as his YouTube channel. Also, pick up some Big Sizz Nasty swag. Also, yeah, check out my official sponsors, which is Blind Death Clothing, which is an official Juggalo-owned company. Check them out. And check out my own official merch store, which is called Official Chaos Drip. That's my official merch store. Check that out. And when you guys do order something from my store, tag me in social media or do an unboxing video. And then tag me in social media, because I'm going to make a video collage series of a lot of people repping Chaos Drip, which is what I call my stuff. Chaos Drip. Make sure you guys know if you don't know. Also, check out Carnival Spirits exclusive merch store, where we have this official dope design available exclusively on the Carnival Spirits website. Because look at that dope design, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Yep, get some Chaos Drip, because there's a video project I want to do. If I go to the gathering this year, I want to see people repping Chaos Drip. So, yeah. You guys already know who I am. I am Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S. Your friendly neighborhood Juggalo, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, well, then it sucks to be you. And also, always keep the hatchet in your life, no matter what. Hashtag Underground Unity. Hashtag Underground United, Not Divided. Hashtag Underground Unity. Yes, official chaos emojis. Cult of Chaos. And also Chaos Crew. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, y'all. Whether it's a live stream or a video, either way, I will see you guys next time. Whoop, whoop. Later, y'all. Love you guys.